Based, we're live on YouTube. Let me hear how I sound. Oh, and I've, for some reason, the site's muted. Oh, and I've, for some reason, the site's muted. Oh, and I've, for some reason, the site's muted. You're blasting out into the atmosphere, so everybody on the YouTube side can hear you. And by everybody, I mean the 0 people watching the stream. Fuck you. You fucking can't say it. Not gonna say it. Frencher. You fucking Frencher. Okay. Join on the fucking TikTok side. Okay, we're good now. Bye. My God. Can you believe this? I scratch. I scratch. Get banned for 7 days merely for pointing out the fact
that you're black.
that I dislike YT people. And I get banned my second account for saying it's always the tiny hat people. It's always tiny hat people. Okay, I gotta repeat myself. Fucking tick. They all said just reject the algorithm, bro. Just deny the algorithm. I reject. Getting flagged doesn't happen. I reject the algorithm. Getting banned, doesn't happen. I reject the algorithm. Getting live privilege taken away doesn't happen. I reject the algorithm. Easy. I should start recording too. Okay.
Dog, nobody's watching your shit.
No shit. I'm shadow banned. No shit.
Nah, I think you're just dark in general. No shadow. You should go on off Discord and just debate me, pussy. Like, type this shit.
Well, no, like, the problem is that once you're banned for 7 days, they're gonna do like a shadow ban for like another week or two afterwards, even after the ban. So I need to get people, guys. Let's get people in here, please. Like the live.
Wait, I'm going to share it to off. Oh yeah, that's right. He pussied out and blocked me like a bitch.
Y'all, thank you for coming in though. I really do appreciate it if you're watching the live. Hopefully we can get some Trump supporters in here. If you are a Trump supporter, please request up. I want to have some debates. I want to know, why do you support Donald Trump? Covering up the Epstein files, disobeying our courts, absolutely has no care for the laws of this country, trying to ruin the economy for advocating Jerome Powell to cut interest rates, the absolute corruption that's gone on surrounding Eric Adams, Jerome Powell, any of this, the firing of the inspector generals, like it's been a disastrous administration. Please.
Yeah. Wait, have you noticed something? Like, over the last few months, like, it kicked me this week, but when I started doing TikTok lives, like in March or April, half of the TikTok lives from the conservative sides were about Doge. What the fuck happened?
Well, what happened is that they thought Trump was Doge is an absolute failure right now. So there's a recent report that was released that 136 anybody brings it $136 billion has been spent by Doge in trying to fight fraud, waste, and abuse. Guess how much Doge has saved?
10 billion.
80 billion.
Damn.
So what's 180? What's 136 minus 80? I'm black, so I can't do math. 56. So we've lost $56 billion through Doge. So that's why people aren't talking about it, because it's an absolute failure. That's like not on top of the fact that Doge like literally just lies constantly about everything. On top of the fact that they're entirely incompetent, didn't actually know like what they were doing, to the point where they were like canceling contracts and then going back and say, actually, we need those contracts, so we're gonna take the time to reinstate them. On top of that, right now, I think there's like 57 like thousand something employees who are fired but are technically on leave because it's like legally ambiguous where their status is. Because instead of Trump going to the court saying, "Hey, we want to do this. What do you think of the recommendation?" or just firing people based on minors, just like broad firings that might actually be against some protections that workers have. Is he talking to us? Yes, I'm talking to you, Trump supporters, or I'm not. Maybe I am. No one's talking about the submarines towards Russia, and it's terrifying. I
Nothing
don't give a
ever
fuck.
happens.
If you're a Trump
Nothing
supporter,
ever
come on up.
happens.
I want to debate. Please. I'm I'm looking at the guest request. There's nobody up here. You're all a bunch of fucking pussies. Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Have you seen the like the Russia Trump beef from yesterday?
No, what happened?
Yeah. So
I
there's
can't
the
hear.
former. What is? Well, no wonder nobody pulled up on the live. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, take it out on the French, huh? Look at the view count. It's
Donald Trump is the cut all the waste and fraud and abuse and whatnot. What? Who are you? Hold on, let me get. Okay.
Are you a typical noob that thinks he's a racist and a sexist and all that? So let me go through them. Racist, sexist, homophobic, bigot.
Yep.
Absolutely not giving the background. Look at your background. Of course not, buddy.
Yo, let's dogpile him.
Minor failure. Okay, well, would you agree that every single good thing you backpedaled because I was about to roast you, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't even catch that. But no, I was gonna say that wouldn't you agree that every president is pushing for lower interest rates? Like, can you blame them? Well, I agree that it wouldn't be good for the economy. Like, I agree with you. It wouldn't be good. No, not necessarily, because you can fire him if he wants. Of course, you can. Right, but we're talking about the president. You do know that the president has the ability to replace the president of the Fed, right? So if the president can't be fired, then right, but it'd be really easy to get him fired. Would you agree?
Legally
No.
or not?
Would you agree that Jerome did that for Kamala Harris before the election? You don't know. That never happened. And to be honest, I don't know what you're referring to in terms of Donald Trump doing this.
Pull up the video, Scratch.
Oh yeah. I guess so. Learning everything every day, or learning something every day. I mean, he can make verbal threats at anyone he wants. It doesn't necessarily make it wrong. Well, I'd have to look into it more.
Wasn't it 2.7 to 3.1?
His points have some validity, though, also pertaining to Obama. Obama did a lot of scamming, and I think that's why that's my what he be
What?
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying Obama was scamming the same department that we're talking about. Maybe he's talking about that. Right. Well, you already asked me that. Of course, he didn't do that, but I'm just saying. That's what you think. That's what you think. You mean? Yeah. If I was Jerome, I wouldn't do it. There's no way. Right, but in order to lie, you actually need to know the truth, right? And I think that Donald Trump, he truly believes. No, I think he wants.
Oh, he left. Oh, this is such a goated strategy. Like, whenever Trump does something bad, oh, maybe Trump is just silly. No, no, no. I think he was about to blame the other. Like, maybe it's his advisors that are giving him bad tips. Trump will never do that. He has no malice at all.
Yeah,
Oh, you left?
25. Georgia voted for Trump. Pretty pissed with them.
Boo. Why do you hate black people?
Hello?
No, I'm pretty mad with them right now. But as far as like lowering the Fed or the interest rates from the Fed conversation, I think there is a reason to lower it. I mean, if we look at employment over the last 3 or 4 months, over the last fiscal quarter, it's been looking pretty good. We had a 3.2% GDP growth overall, which exceeded expectations by a significant amount. Yeah, it's the inflation rate. They try to keep it at or below 2% is kind of their target number, and the employment rate as well as I don't know what the number is for that, but I know that's the second. Okay, yeah, yeah. 2.4 to 2.5 is less. I saw. Okay, 2.7. Okay. 6. Wait, it's down to 4 point. Okay, never mind. I must be dated on it. Okay. It causes an influx in the monetary supply. So yeah. Keep what inflation at 2%. Okay, yeah, fair. But also like to spur on economic recovery rebound from I guess the COVID era. There is an incent. There is a logical explanation for trying to lower interest rates. Yeah. Yeah, I think the thought process would be for well, correct, but I think there's a solid argument to make that post-COVID, yeah, post-COVID economy, we actually are trending in the right direction for enough months. This is including what's that? It absolutely wouldn't be a terrible policy with the current trends with the market. There would be a justification for lowering it, but I'm not super against them holding it. Just positive trends and then post an incredible. It's not short term burn, right? It's just this is the biggest economic hit we've had in the last 150 years as a country, and we're rebounding from it. And so I'm not even ardently arguing that it needs to be lowered, right? Like I understand why they're holding it where it is, but I'm just saying the fact that you're sitting here and saying that it's absolutely preposterous for the Fed to even consider lowering the rates, I would disagree with that. I think they could lower the rates if they wanted to, and I don't think it would be reckless policy from the Fed. Well, okay. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. It's not absolutely ridiculous to lower the rates right now. No, if we think about the overall goal of lower or adjusting the rates, I think we've already talked about this. But you're kind of like sitting here with your very like cocky attitude, saying that the Fed hasn't lowered interest rates for less economic indicators. So if the Fed So that's actually, yeah, that's not my claim. It's never been my claim. I said they would have a valid reason to do that. But you're acting like, okay, I understand the economic indicators we've talked about. They've lowered rates off of worse reports in terms of the changing of the employment rate and the inflation rate than they have now. So like they've taken numbers that are worse than what we just received and they've lowered the rates for it. So my only argument is that would not be absurd for them to do it. I get why they're holding the rates, and there is a justification for holding the rates, but they have lowered the rates for far worse economic outlooks than what we're seeing right now. And I think that's where a lot of like the Trump supporters are coming here. Yeah, 20 I don't know if it was between 2014 and 2017. There was a year where every economic indicator looked poor and they were able to they still lowered the rates and it was a big controversy. I can't between 14 and 17. I didn't. I was off on the inflation rate by like 0.1%, but okay. Yep. Yeah. No, yeah. It was between 2014 and 2017. They definitely have done it in the past. It's something that would have to look into. So yes, no, I can't. Yeah. I have looked into it in the past, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. Right. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's not ridiculous.
Yeah! Annoying poutine, I win!
God damn it, Scratch.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I recorded that and I forgot to put my fucking mic on OBS. Oh my god. I'll have to take it from TikTok. What's up, Tomer?
But you got the echo going again.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I don't hear. What?
Okay.
I hear.
How's it now?
That's
It's
fixed.
good.
Okay.
Okay, Tumblr, why do you hate black people?
Because they're black.
Base, me too.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
Okay, second question. Is Claire a white woman?
No.
I'm not a white woman. I'm Latina. Why do you guys
Scratch.
keep doing this?
Yeah, what's up,
to me?
Tomer?
You got. I came up to ask him, but I'll stay up. But I like the glaring question for these people is, if he lowers rates, what's that going to do? Like, what's the benefit?
It's gonna cause short-term artificial GDP growth for long-term inflation.
No, actually, will bring the golden age of America. Like that's the answer you'll get.
Well, he actually admitted it to me, Tomer, at the start of conversation. I don't know if you were there for it. I asked him like.
Yeah, I've only been here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, at the start of the conversation, he admitted to me that lowering interest rates would cause inflation, but he didn't really care, and he literally admitted to the point of like, yes, I want short-term GDP growth for long-term inflation, and he did not give a fuck.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I know. Like these people don't actually care about the dollar, so it is what it is. You're heading towards a recession anyway, because you're a stupid president.
True.
I don't know if we're heading. I'm not. I don't like. I don't know if we're heading towards a recession. I don't think. I would say that.
You are stupid president
I don't.
because
I
you
look. I have dyslexia. I'm bad at grammar, so I'm not gonna. Grammar.
I'm also dyslexic.
I'm not bad
but
at
I also
grammar.
need to write yours.
Dane, a white woman and dyslexic.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't think.
a Latina.
I think. I think Tom.
Me
I
and what
think
I
that
am
Trump. I think
are
Trump.
literally immigrants from the Dominican Republic. Please stop.
I can't wait. Like Claire has to do the I'm not even French, but for her.
Who are the dogs?
You are.
Wait, have you
French.
asked Tumblr the question yet?
I'm not. Oh, wait. That's
Yeah,
right.
You have,
Hey,
you have one
Tumblr.
chance. Yeah, this is the one time today. You have
Tumblr,
exactly.
please come
you
back.
Have,
Unmute.
you have till
Tumblr.
9:10 to finish this. Okay.
Tumblr.
What?
I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Have you watched Harry Potter?
No, actually.
Okay, so I'm doing a census. I'm a man of science. I'm doing the studies. So, in Harry Potter, to get to the magic place, you have to get into a train station and run into a wall to get to that place because it's like a secret door for magicians. So, imagine in your bedroom right now, there's the door, a secret door, a hidden door, a wooden door. Only you can see, only you can see the door. Only you have access to the door. So, behind that door, there's a room. In that room, there's a dog, a magic dog,
Oh, fuck.
a smart dog, a consenting dog.
Is he
The
black?
dog can be
No, you
whatever you like, whatever color, race, gender,
Okay.
size. It's what you want, my man. So my question is, what will be the minimum amount of money every time you fuck that dog?
I'll only answer it if you tell me why you beat your wife.
Will you answer it? Will you answer if I give you my minimum? Taylor, will you answer the question if I give you my minimum amount?
It depends on what the definition of is.
What?
The definition of is. It's that something.
Okay, it's simple. The dog is consenting. Every time you come inside the dog, you get money. What is the minimum amount for you to
Jesus
fuck the dog?
Christ.
Tumblr, it's a philosophical question. I need an answer. I'm doing a census.
How's that make you feel?
I mean, when I'm inside the dog.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are so freaky.
Again, what is your minimum amount of money? Like, please, I need the data.
He needs the data, Tumblr.
Yeah, so far I only have 13 people that responded and half a billion white women in the category $0. So I need more male data.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, just give me the minimum amount of money for you to pound that dog.
Help him with the census, man. You gotta.
I can't.
You. What if it saves? What if it saves the world? What if it
Fuck
saves
the world.
Okay. Would you do it with a dog to save your family?
What the fuck? These are now I
Would
know
you
why
do the
now
dog
I
to
know why
save
you
your
and Scratch
family?
are cool. You come up with these weird fucking hypotheticals. If you were on an island with no resources and there was a dog and you haven't had sex in 10 years and you had to save the world if you had sex with a dog, would you do it?
That's an insanely
Would you
good
do the
question.
dog to
But
save your family?
back to the actual subject. Do you do like for $1 billion you can save thousands of lives in Africa with that money? Do you do the deed?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Oh wait, I
10.
know this.
7.
No, not 7. What type of tongue do you have?
God damn.
Tumblr.
Can somebody
please,
send me
please,
30
Tumblr.
cents so we can feed annoying for
What
Shut
the
the fuck
fuck?
up. Please, Tumblr. I need
That was racist.
Yep. Hey, Tumblr. If you don't answer, I'm putting you in the category of people that don't respond. They're a piece of shit.
I
would
don't
not
speak
fuck the dog.
Chinese. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay, so your answer is 0. Got it.
Yep. Tumblr is 0. I'm going to write that down.
Oh, noes.
Oh my gosh. You're grouped in with Claire then. Damn.
No! Stop! My answer was 1 billion.
It was 0. We all heard
1
it.
billion is
Stop,
my minimum.
Stop lying.
I'm not.
You can't stop lying. You just keep
Pull
lying.
up the clip where I said 0.
I have so many clips.
Mr. Squidward, Donald Trump is a kike-loving nigger.
Oh my
Jesus
Christ.
That's crazy, bro.
Holy shit.
All right, Scratch,
Wow.
I'm done. We can move on. I got my
Okay.
answer.
Zan, what's up, man?
What's up?
What's up? You Trump supporter?
Hell no, man. I ain't voting for that orange piece of shit.
So, do you
Period.
support France's right to exist as a French state?
No.
Based.
What's y'all's
One more time.
problem with France, bro? I love France.
Thank you, Claire.
What?
Yeah, France is
off.
cool. Why not?
Wait,
Fuck off.
I think.
I mean,
I think they should.
France
Scratch,
don't fuck with
Scratch.
nobody.
She's a white woman.
France
She's a
gave us
bestialist.
France gave us the
I'm
Statue
le-
of Liberty.
I think France should be annexed by Israel.
Okay, that's what happens to all the fucking France supporters in my life.
Be a good
Claire,
boy and never
Claire,
do
do
it
you
again.
still support France?
No,
Scratch. What if we
Okay.
took everybody in Israel
be a
and
good boy
gave
and never
them-
do that again.
and gave them France, and then take everybody in France and
Yeah.
put them in Israel?
Is it?
Claire, you're
Wouldn't
a
that
piece
solve a lot of
shit.
problems?
Uh, wait. We need to find. We have the Zionist for Israelis, but what do we say for Israelis who are French?
What the fuck? Did Claire just call me a bad boy?
Claire called me a good boy.
No, I think she called Scratch a bad boy.
Yeah, he is a
I'm
bad,
a bad
boy.
boy.
Sometimes.
Can you do it?
No,
But
your brother's more of a bad boy than you.
can you say that but with a
He's-
flirty tone?
He's less. He's like. He's like.
Can you say that with a flirty tone?
Yeah, Scratch, you're a bad
Say
boy.
that in a flirty tone.
Yeah,
Scratch.
you're a bad boy.
Have you seen
Yeah.
MAGA shifting on Russia now in Ukraine?
Okay.
Bad boy.
So wait. Go ahead, Tomer.
Have you seen
Oh.
MAGA now shifting on Russia and Ukraine?
Having to see this like actual piece of shit Millie and like SK sit up on their lives and fucking
I
Marie
debated
Mom
her
and-
yesterday.
and Marie Mom. So like, look, I just wasn't looking into it that much during the election, and now that I've really looked into it, we really do need to support Ukraine. It's like, oh my god,
What?
I debated her on that
Yeah, a fucking
yesterday.
hypocrite.
was that her? Wait,
2
was
months
that, by
ago,
the way,
she was
that her
saying
position,
that
basically,
that we
that
need
she
to
didn't
pull
look
out of
into it a lot
Ukraine and
during the
never go
election,
back
and now she's being
and
kinda
don't get
switched.
involved in that war.
So she had a lot of interesting strawmen. Like, for example, I'm not a capitalist because I don't want the government to allow private contractors to sell weapons to Ukraine.
Wait, did she
What?
actually address the? Wait, she actually address the fact that her position changed at all?
Nope.
Fuck.
Did you bring it up?
Yep.
Bro.
Wait. Is
Oh my god.
oh fuck?
did a
Is it
full
just
180.
because of the
Scratch.
What?
I'm not
You know
gonna.
how
I'm
I'm
not
on
gonna publish it, but if you want it, I'll share it with you, Scratch.
Please
Just
do.
as long as you don't share it with anybody
I
else.
won't
Wait,
share
Tumblr, I have one question.
I don't want to
Did
start
MAGA
drama on here, but you should
did
hear it.
wait? Did MAGA switch just because of this Russian state secretary on Twitter being drunk and posting shit?
What?
Like the nuclear stuff about Trump saying, "Oh, we will send 2 nuclear submarines to Russia." Like it's just because of the ex president and now the state secretary of Russia. Basically, all the times he gets drunk and goes on Twitter and just talks
By the way,
shit. to
just service
followers.
now, guys. Please like the live. First turn of 17 years, which is pretty decent for my lives.
I'm
600 likes
trying!
is pitiful. Like, also do gift. Tumblr is now apparently saying that the ranks actually do matter. So if we can get up in the ranks, that also really helps. So big gifts, lots of gifts, as many gifts as possible, please. User 2333-08620. What's up, man?
Nice.
Are you gonna obnoxiously eat shit in your mic? And not
I'm
say-
tired about.
Scratch. You know how I'm on that mission to become everyone's moderator?
No, I don't know.
You should make me a mod, you know?
Do you regret supporting Trump?
I've never supported Trump in my life. I'm an independent dude. What the freak?
Did you hear the clip of Trump talking about the press secretary's lips?
What?
Really?
Also,
Her
send me
lips?
gifts. I'm the broke one here. Please.
Wait,
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Please, for the
Was
French,
Was he
please.
addressing the Who was it? Caroline Levitt? Is that?
Yes.
Her name? Yeah. Was she addressed it like? Isn't don't people like mock her for having thin lips or something?
He's like, she's a star. It's that face and that
Rivals.
brain and those lips and how they move. She's like a
There's-
machine.
How they move. is
Oh my god,
fucking
we need a Trump version of. I did not have.
We need a
relations with
new
that
life
woman.
goal.
We
We
need the
need a
Trump
new
version
life
of
goal.
that. I defend this man because he is true to the Constitution of our great country.
Did he say that
Suppressing free
he?
speech in Harvard,
Did he say
filing
that
the due
he
process
doesn't know if
rights.
he should follow the
doing
Constitution?
an illegal bump stock, man. Okay. Actually, I want
I
that.
think he
I brought that
doesn't know
up
how
to. There's a bunch of Trump supporters on the line. This is something. Your talking point for liberals, right? If you're ever,
Deep diver,
if
come up
you're
here
if
then.
you're a true based liberal or
Support the
leftist and you
Constitution.
believe in the Second Amendment, and Trump supporters bring up the fact, oh, well, Tim Walz and Kamala Harris brought up the fact that they were going to do assault weapons ban or something. First of all, that's super fucking unlikely. It's probably not going to happen. And second of all, you need to bring up, like, hey, during the Biden, at least from my knowledge, during Biden's administration, I don't think he did any policies that restricted two-way rights. But from my understanding, Trump did an unconstitutional bump stock ban because some people unalived after a shooting. He's
Yeah,
so
but-
fucking weak. He's so fucking weak on his principles that the second that the opinion changes on something after a major thing, boom, Second Amendment. Who knows about that? I never advocate for that. Brent, such a good talking point.
But what about Biden?
True.
He's an old
Hey,
man.
what
Leave him
about
alone.
Biden?
Yeah, leave him alone.
What about Biden? Who's defending FDR?
FDR is crazy.
Yeah. Look, I don't like FDR. What he did to the Japanese, like, it was a mistake. Okay, it's not.
Yeah, it should have been the French.
Agreed.
I think it was pretty cool that he was passing out fascist flyers in the White House. He's a cool dude.
True.
Yeah, didn't FDR feed a bunch of Japanese people to?
Oh wow, that was a slur, bro. I'm gonna drop. it
No,
and
to
bring you back up.
Japanese.
You said the JAP version, which it's a
He
slur.
put
so I'm
he put people in camps and confiscated their gold. That's
You
awesome.
can come back up. I'm just
Totally
dropping you because
based.
I don't want the TikTok algorithm to get flagged.
You guys still believe that there were Japanese internment camp? Like the doors were made out of wood. Like if they wanted to leave, they could just bang on the doors.
What the fuck? Nah, bro, I'm not racist against Japanese people.
Oh my god.
But didn't he
Trump
do
has
that
only
shit though
failed
to
all
Japanese
the
people?
promises, But what about that? Yeah.
Lucas,
have
do
it,
a
like-
good
Hi,
spread.
Lucas.
This is
Do
a
a
call
glute
out.
What's
spread.
up?
Lucas,
What's up?
Spread them
Lucas, what's up, man?
glutes. Spread them glutes.
What's up, beautiful?
We're ending the live at 11 because I'm tired and I forgot to
God
record
damn
the
it.
debate that I like.
Bad
and I can't
boy.
finish
Wait, Scratch. Why does your brother have a Gunnar arms?
it. Bro, you're such a Oh my gosh. Why do you have a gooner back, bro? Like you're using your
Lucas,
whole.
where are
Like
you?
you're doing like.
Annoying. Did
This
you
dude
watch
looked
the Destiny Dan Detective Dog Wars
It
AI
was
video?
so
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
funny.
I
Holy
like
shit.
I watched the
Theme
Alex
lags, what's
O'Connor
up?
one where he's like
Destiny
struggling to understand it.
W's for C-Mags.
See you later, Tom. Thanks for coming in here supporting me, Tomer, dude. I always appreciate it. I know we're not always talking about economics or like fuck around, and I know like you have a certain type of life you like to watch, but thanks for coming in.
Yo.
See Maz. Oh, we got some more Unfuck America tour people in here.
Oh my god, we got the Sigma boy.
Yep.
Sigma, what's up?
Sigma
Sage, name
Booter.
state, who'd you vote for?
I am 25 years old. My name is Sigma, and I come from the state of Arizona.
Who'd you vote for, man?
Wait,
I voted for Donald
Sigma,
Trump.
Sigma, I
That's
have one
pretty
question.
not based. So
Bad
that-
boy.
Do you still support Donald Trump?
Bet.
With all the actions that's happened
Absolutely,
with
I support everything
registration?
he's doing
Okay.
for this
Do you
country.
support him? Well, here, let's.
Yes.
What talking point am I going over today? Do you support Donald Trump suppressing the free speech of Harvard?
Huh?
Yeah. So. Well, I'll go.
No, I just didn't hear you. I don't know what's so funny.
We can just explain it to him, right? So Harvard allows a lot of pro-Palestinian activists on its campus and people who promote that. The government recently, in a letter sent to Harvard on April 11th, said, "Hey, Harvard, if you don't basically get rid and suppress certain people, certain beliefs and values on your campus, we're gonna punish you." And they did. They revoked their federal funding, and they directly said it because of it. And they also revoked their SEVP certification, which allows Harvard to enroll international students on campus. And recently, a judge has ruled, at least with a preliminary injunction, in Harvard's favor, saying like, "Hey, you can't take away federal funds, and you can't take away Harvard's right to enroll international students as a punishment for them allowing certain speech on their campus. That's a violation of the First Amendment right." So, do you support that?
Okay, so if we're gonna bring up the First Amendment, I would just like to say, there are other presidents that have 100% broken that law over and over and over.
I was actually asking
gives
about
a shit
Trump,
about
so
other
if you can
presidents? We're
answer.
talking about Trump.
Wait, guys.
Okay, so do you so you would rather support Kamala and Joe Biden?
But Kamala and Joe Biden.
100%.
Wait. Please calm down.
Claire, are you fucking
So
retarded?
I'm perfectly happy to go into a conversation about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden after you admit to me that Donald Trump broke the First Amendment in this specific example. So are you okay with Donald Trump doing that? Do you think it's a violation of the First Amendment?
Well, since other presidents do it, yes.
Do you think it's a violation of the First Amendment?
Hold on. I need to look more into it, but
Okay. Do you want me to? Is there any parts you would
Do
like
you
me to
even
explain?
know
I
what
can
the
pull up any
Constitution is,
evidence.
bro?
I can pull up any evidence for that you need.
yeah, no
if you
shit.
would
I
like
know
me
what
to
the
explain.
fucking First Amendment is, dude.
So here,
No,
let me,
do you
here,
know what
I'll
the
try,
Constitution is?
Zan, just give me a second. I want to address all those points. So, are you familiar? Here, let me just ask you a question. If I'm on SNAP benefits and I make a really mean tweet about the government saying like, "Ah, fuck Donald Trump, he sucks," is the government allowed to take away my SNAP benefits for that?
No.
No. Would you admit to me that's a violation of your First Amendment right? Because the government at that point tried to coerce you to say or not say something.
Well, did they?
I'm asking if they did. It's a hypothetical. So can you answer the question?
Well, if they, I live in the present motherfucking world, bitch. So.
Do you know the reason we use hypotheticals?
Because you're delusional and nothing.
No, it's so that we can. So that
you ever say it actually happens.
The reason that we use hypotheticals is to try and demonstrate certain points in an argument that might be like outside of what's currently happened, or certain things, possibilities that could happen in the future, or to attack certain premises. So, for instance, like during the immunity case, I think that was like Down v. Trump versus like U.S. Justice Sotomayor used a hypothetical to prove how. Oh, I'm gonna have to.
Okay,
Keep dancing. Justice Sotomayor is just hypothetical to prove like, hey, giving the president this broad immunity could really negatively affect us being able to hold the president in the future accountable for criminal acts. So, like, the courts use hypotheticals, the Supreme Court uses hypotheticals. They're very much relevant, especially in legal situations. So I'm going to ask you the question again. If I'm on SNAP benefits and I make a mean tweet about the government, and the government takes away my SNAP benefits or I mean tweet, is that against my First Amendment right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't fucking feel like listening to a word you say.
No, I understand. You don't actually care about this country.
Yeah, because you're fucking ignorant, dude.
You don't actually care about this country succeeds. You don't really.
So
care
you
about
support
the
illegals just coming into this country?
Really,
and
you don't even know
stay on
what the fucking
subject.
Constitution
My neck is
is.
hurting a little bit from that pivot. You don't actually care about this country. You don't actually care about if this country has the right to the First Amendment. If people on Harvard college students on Harvard's campus, some of the most outspoken people have the right to their freedom of speech, you just want to do whataboutism to Trump and then say I don't like brown people. So can you please answer the question? Do you think it's unconstitutional?
This stupid motherfucker can't answer anything.
Yeah,
Am I the
Zen.
only one hearing the echo? Did Scratch just kick in with the echo, or is that me?
Yeah, he has double audio.
No, it's you.
Okay, sorry about that. I turned the background music on again, the setting and thing. Listen,
Head
please,
so
it's just
wet.
such a simple question. Do you think it's a
Silence,
violation of
Claire.
the First Amendment for the government to take away my SNAP benefits for making me tweet?
Absolutely. If it's for that reason, 100%.
I'm
There's
asking
no
Sigma
question.
Snuffles, but thank you.
Sure.
My
Sure.
bad.
Okay, you do think so. And the reason it is unconstitutional because it's trying to coerce you to say or not say something. And so when the government takes away my Harvard's federal benefits and federal funds and SEVP certification to try and get them to suppress certain speech on campus, that's against Harvard's First Amendment right.
He doesn't
He's
care, bro.
teacupped. I know he
Are
doesn't.
you waiting for a response?
Yes, you would say that's against Harvard's First Amendment right, correct?
Huh?
You would say that's
Sure.
against Harvard. Sure. Okay.
Huh?
I'm glad. So consider that.
Hey, I don't appreciate you making fun of me, Zen.
Okay, but considering that
You're
you
not
would-
very smart, bro.
You're welcome.
Okay, Zen, it's just okay. Consider that you would then say, yeah, would you support Trump after knowing that?
Yes,
Okay, why?
because I think he's a better fucking president than Kamala Harris and
Can
Joe
you-
Biden.
So now we're gonna. So
We haven't had Kamala as a president.
Nah,
we
so,
usually have
wait,
as
She was a vice
So-
president. Her ideas were already
Just give me a second.
do you
pretty
think
well known.
violating
I
the
don't know
First
if you can
Amendment-
fucking read.
Yo, I'm trying to get recording, so one-on-ones are nice. If you're gonna talk, just make sure I or like Sigma's not talking. Right? I don't really care, but so Sigma, you still support Donald Trump. I'm not here to like get you to like say Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were better. Just that Trump is as bad as them, and that you shouldn't have voted for them, or that you don't support them, just like you didn't support Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. You still don't support them, right? So, can you give me an example where Joe Biden and Kamala Harris tried to revoke federal funds to suppress certain speech?
Yeah. So basically, Joe Biden has a dick up his ass. Kamala is sucking it, and then they were like
These
going
guys are
back
really
and forth.
Okay.
Brainless clown.
Actually, brainless. C-Maz, Meg, or Maz?
Yo.
Maz? Dude, I don't
Yeah,
think
Max,
I've
I'll
ever
take
talked
that
to you
shit.
before, dude. Things are
Oh
going
man,
well.
I've been following you for a minute. Yeah,
Really? Have you listened to me for a minute?
sure have been.
What do you think? I'm looking for. I'm going on Fuck America tour. So are you? So I'm looking for any advice or comments that would make my
Dude, just
debate.
keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, you are able to lead someone down. Well, I mean, if they follow your obviously chain of thought, but most of them don't. Just like that last guy. If you are very good at following people down a train of thought and showing that type of argument. Lucas does a really good job at that as well. I'm very impressed with people that do that. So keep up that. I mean, you're live literally all freaking day. I mean, I woke up this morning. You were on at like what 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
That,
I'm in
that was my
Eastern
brother.
Time. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, your twin brother, right? I've gone through this already. I don't need to be hearing this anymore. Yeah, but it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, to be honest. I love it though, but it was
Wait, do
your
you
brother.
think?
yeah,
Wait,
now
do you
I'm
think I
thinking
don't have
about
a
it.
twin brother?
No, you do have a twin. I know
Okay,
you have a
just
twin
making
brother.
sure.
I've
Okay,
seen you
okay.
both online at the same time,
Okay.
and I'm saying I've been through it because I've heard people like say, no, you don't have a twin brother. There's no such thing, and like denounce the entire thing. Yeah, I've heard that entire.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
I,
twin
wait,
brother.
we're both on the Unfuck America Tour website, so if there's any everyone wants to like, oh, that's not true. We're both there now, so.
Yeah, you both have been live at the same time as well. So
Thanks, man. I don't. I don't. I need to tune into your lives more. I just. I don't.
I don't go live that much personally. I'm more of like I like the. I'm more of a conversationalist than I am a debater, right? So like that's why I like the style that you do, where you're trying to literally just like hold on, just listen. Let me just lead him down this pathway, one thought after another. It's hard to do that on a panel. Sometimes, I've definitely been on lives where some of the less nice, I guess not so nice people would come in and just kind of look, try to bait you into shit. I'm not interested in that. So I don't do a lot of lives. I more or less just understand what I'm talking about, make content making fun of this horrible administration, and just try to laugh through the tears. It's kind of my MO. And yeah, I'd love to get better at the debate thing, right? I'm in sales. I understand how to explain something to somebody in layman terms and get them to a point of agreement, but politics are completely different than selling a product. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Scratch, what do you plan to do on this tour? Like, what can you tell us anything about what
If I
to
can,
expect?
hopefully I can debate some people, whether that's on
Of
stage or
course.
not stage. My main thing is gonna be being an audio technician, so Z can actually know how to use some fucking XLR cords and some fucking mics. My God, holy
Nice.
shit!
Yeah, that was fun.
I like that was some terrible audio. Like I saw. Oh. I'm gonna actually complain about that in the Discord. But
So yeah, it'll definitely be nice to have you doing that. I see you doing debates with people. You know, a big part of what we do also is having those kind of like sideline debates where you're not necessarily on stage in front of everybody the way like Destiny was, for instance, but you are in the crowd or you're on the sidewalk or whatever it is, and you're having conversation with 10 people
yeah,
or
absolutely.
or whatever it is, and
that shit
I
where
like
it's just
that.
like 10 people. Like I love having conversations like on a panel, just yelling, insulting if I could. But I don't know. I probably have to like tone down. Like I was being pretty aggressive. That guy. I'll probably tone it down. People aren't gonna be like that in real life usually. So it is what it is. Well, I've debated like 3 Trump supporters today. So the next person who comes up, Lucas, Hex, and Annoying. You guys got them in shuffle.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And Scratch, when do you go? When do you have a dates yet or one day?
I have no idea. You're in the Discord, right?
Yeah, I
Me?
just never
Yeah.
used Discord.
Oh damn! Really?
What did I miss? What did I miss?
Everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just wondering. Like, we don't know yet, but
Yeah,
it's gonna be sometime.
I would think that you would be coming
It's gonna be
to.
sometime this fall. So that's
When
what?
what?
I'm gonna have to.
The tour, Unfuck America tour, Lucas.
Yeah,
Oh,
so sometime in
it's-
September, we are hoping to do a trip. That hasn't been decided on yet 100%, just because we're waiting on a couple details to kind of iron themselves out. But our next major target is going to be AmFest, which is December 20th, and that's in Phoenix. So that's
What's
the
it
one I at
called?
least America Fest,
It's gonna be a little.
AmFest.
I'm gonna have to,
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
make
you
sure to
guys should be
all
hitting up
caught
everything.
on
Y'all are
school
doing stuff in North Carolina.
because
too.
I'm starting my actual.
North
first
Carolina sucks.
I'm starting my first semester at college, so I'm gonna have to make sure
Bad
to
boy.
get everything in row.
Yeah, so like next
Nice.
year, I would love to see you guys like hitting everywhere where they're gonna be, and like doing a college tour where you can get to like 5, 10,
Snuffles, you should
15
come out,
places.
dude. I'd love to meet you.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Come to our next stop. Follow us. If you don't follow us, check out our website, unfuckamericatour.com. We
I follow
are
what's her
trying
name.
to the plan Z Mercedes, somebody like that.
Yeah.
The plan is to set up chapters around the country, and kind of have different areas where people are local to colleges and whatnot, so that we can kind of like go to a tour stop, so to speak, at a moment's notice. Of course, a lot of this costs money, right? So, shameless plug here. Anybody that wants to just spread the word, and we all have ActBlue links where you can donate to the tour, and that basically gets us to where we're going to go. That's literally what that pays for. Our flight, sitting in the middle seat, our hotel that we're pairing up with somebody else. Like last trip, I stayed with Robbie Roadsteamer. I don't know if you guys know him. You should follow him. He is a character, man. Oh my god, he's incredible. He sings like really parody type songs in a very troll type style. Robbie Roadsteamer, again, go check him out. He's hilarious. So yeah, I mean, I bunked with him. Like we're not all staying in first class anything. It's literally boots on the ground, grassroots style. It's the way that we can make it happen. We're asking for $5 donations from people. Like that's a lot of $5 donations just to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please donate, folks. Unfortunately, Scratch does only stay in 5-star hotels in first class.
Oh
but
shit!
I'm sure you guys can do at least one
that's
for
the
just
only
one
thing.
person.
We'll
Yeah,
figure
everybody
it out
else will be
for
fine.
the celebrity. Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Yeah, have some other
Alright.
people share rooms.
I think Lucas, we're gonna start, and actually, we need to get Hex in contact with Mercedes if we can do some
What's up?
advocation. We need to get Hex in like contact with Mercedes so he can try and get on the the spot opened up when Noah said he wasn't going. But Lucas, are we gonna try and start like a travel fund for us? Is that the idea?
Yeah, well, I'm using my
Niggas.
ActBlue link basically as like the travel fund because if we have 2,500 in our ActBlue donations, then we get it paid for. Is that correct, C-Max? Right?
Oh, are they gonna have like an affiliate link for something like that?
So yeah, so our ActBlue link is like that. That goes to our travel fees.
Yeah, you fundraise for them. They'll make sure you get where you need to go.
Oh, okay. So and they'll like when you donate, do you like put in like who like got it from, or like got told to?
You have a link, so people donate directly through your link.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So there was like this gay dude that's like, can I send you money, daddy? And so he sent me like $60, and I just
Daddy?
turned that into the act.
Wait,
blue,
wait,
yeah.
why is he stealing you from me? What the fuck?
Shit, wait, I wish. Wait, y'all, I'm wait, all my viewers in here, I'm daddy, okay?
Fight.
Give me some
Yes,
money.
daddy.
Yuck, you fucking faggots.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Hey, yo!
Oh my
Damn!
God.
Somebody's
Damn.
triggered.
It felt like
That wasn't
immediately an
Wrong
episode.
episode.
Someone's
RC
like
is
a
still
childhood, bro.
RC is still coping in Mercedes Discord. He is still
Wait,
coping
really?
right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because I
Wait,
told
so-
him, because I asked him, I told him I wanted to debate him again. He said, "Let's do it, Royd Queen."
Wait, wait, is Mercedes
Wow.
Discord the camp call out thing?
Yeah.
Wait, can someone tell?
the,
said
I didn't see,
RC
wait, just give me a
was-
sec. Just give me a sec. I didn't see the text channel, which that happened in.
It's
Can
based
someone tell
content.
RC that incel means involuntarily celibate, not this like thing that he thinks it means that is like a compliment or like he's oh my god.
Wait, Lucas, can you show me the Mercedes
Oh.
Discord, please?
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually-
I will.
actually-
I'm eating right now.
He really just sounds like he has talking points but not logic at all. You know, like the first conversation when he came up on live, he was, the first time you hear somebody, sometimes it sounds like they at least have some sort of an understanding of their position. But man,
Mhm.
like last night, it was very clear that he's just repeating the same stuff like a parrot. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's
I've
basically
seen
just off.
I've seen some of his live. I'll usually tap into his lives, and like most of his talking points is like the bare bones conservative talking point, and it's like anything deeper than that, he's not able to engage with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think,
and
Dude,
then but
me-
trans.
everybody has like.
Dude,
like,
me
like,
and
like-
Logix were fucking obliterating him. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
one
It
thing
was
I've
amazing.
noticed when it comes to like debating certain people and like this is like there's like layers of conservatives or like how smart they are. I'm going to start, but how many like talking points they
Yep.
memorized, right? So
Yeah.
one like there's like the
Also
base
no
layer.
level.
If you break it through, it's like oh, it's such an easy debate. Two layers, like you have to have like more like knowledge in a certain domain to actually like say, hey, this is why this thing is wrong. And it's like just how many talking points deep have they like memorized in like any certain topic. And like that, I think that's why people like Millie and SK end up
There
like,
you
being
go.
so effective in debates because they're
The
able,
highest
they have,
level.
They have their highest level. They have a whole lot of talking
It's not
points
about the
that they
talking
walk
points.
them
It's
through
about the
it.
technique, Scratch. It's not about the talking points. That's part of it. That any different
that's part of the
people can have
technique.
that level. But the technique is the talking points. But it's also the gaslighting, the shifting, the logical fallacies, moving the goalposts, arguing from ignorance. They are. If you look up logical fallacies in debate, you can read every single one. Their quote best people that they're awed by are the ones that everything they say is a disingenuous argument, dragging you into a rabbit hole that's irrelevant and avoiding the
I know.
broader
Wait,
truth.
you're right. Because I was having a debate with them on the entire like Harvard shit. SK sat there the entire time lying. She obviously hadn't read the case. She was just lying to it. Millie was like giving me all these bullshit answers. She hadn't read the case. Obviously, she was also lying or like arguing from ignorance of being malicious. I had to like walk them through the entire thing, and even after that, they just went back to the same points they were making before that I already debunked, and just kept saying it. Like these people are Tom fuck.
Yeah,
Not
they
only
don't
that,
want to learn.
get
They
this.
never learn.
C Max, do you know who Tumblr is on here? You might.
Yes.
Yeah, Tumblr. He's a libertarian, right? He was very with the an ANCAP. He was very with like MAGA before the election. He was supporting them. I talked with him about it. He's actually completely moved away from MAGA, and he's like called out people like Millie and SK for the fact that like their positions on the deficit. Who even cares? Their positions on Ukraine, like oh yeah, we support Ukraine now for some reason. Like their position on all this Epstein shit. Like their position on no new wars. Like he's like.
They were
during
the ones
election,
saying
yeah.
Project 2025. Never heard of it.
Exactly. During the election,
Really?
all these people were like taking Tumblr's side. I'm like, oh yeah, Trump is like so pro freedom. He's so like kind of libertarian, and we get the libertarians in our party, and you guys should vote for him. And then the second it's inconvenient, they immediately switch up their opinions. They're so
Of
dishonest. They're so disgusting.
Bro, at least they
if there's,
support
like-
Ukraine now.
I wonder if there's like mini cults inside of the cult. So you have like these little mini followers, like
Oh,
Charlie
yeah.
Kirk is like larger of them, right? But they all have
The
their own
cult
little
of
mini
MOD.
cults. Yeah, the cult. Yeah, the cult of the cult. And then all of a sudden, if they decide to like switch sides and they're like, "Whoa, I don't really agree with this, that, and the other thing," like when the Iran thing happened, and obviously the Epstein thing, they have, I'm kind of like departing from the mainstream MAGA thing, and then their followers are like, "Yeah, you're right," and it's like,
Cognitive
can you fucking think
dissonance.
for yourself? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ!
So much of what you
How do you
see
get
with
through
them
life?
is cognitive dissonance too. When they're confronted with facts and evidence or recordings or what Donald Trump actually said, as opposed to the spin they've been giving it, that's when they break down. That's when the cognitive dissonance kicks in. They cannot allow themselves to hear it. They must protect their audience from those facts. It's like I said, the logical fallacies are out of control, but with the cognitive dissonance, they get so upset when they learn something that interferes with their make-believe worldview.
Now RC
Mm-hmm.
is talking about how much he's disgusted by seeing gay people in public in the district.
How does he know they're gay?
I don't. Yeah, that's one thing I'm disagree with Mercedes on. Like, I get like the whole appealing to conservative thing, but like, you're not getting a fucking corporate on your side. Like,
I'm gonna be
especially on
honest. Like, this just feels like we're normalizing like this type of behavior by allowing it.
I don't know what we're talking about, but it sounds pretty gross to me. Call that shit out.
Hey X, next time I get banned because of you, I'm clapping those cheeks.
I mean, you could do it anyway.
I don't
but-
get banned because
I
of
don't know if
yourself,
it's
dumbass.
normalized. I
That's
think
fine.
No, no, no.
I think
I
there's
no,
wait,
wait, scratch,
X, do you
scratch.
think on the live that we were on that I got banned and I think Noah
Yeah.
got banned and did Annoying get banned too?
No.
No.
No. He got banned from my live today.
Again,
Yeah,
do you think
okay,
there's a
scratch.
Dean,
Guess
do you
why?
think there's a Dean supporter maybe in your live who's reporting us?
Probably.
Yeah.
No. It's no, scratch. It was because X called the woman the Orsler, and TikTok thought it was me that said that.
That's not my fault.
Fuck you, man.
That's not my fault, dude.
That's
I
your
literally-
word.
Guys,
The
what's
clip
your-
was
what's your
all you
opinion?
talking.
I need to know this. What's your opinion on the Arsler? See.
Yeah, what is it?
Ask me?
Yeah.
To MAGA, it's called racism. That's the Arsenal to MAGA.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't use it. I'm not. It really depends on where I am, right? There's a lot of context that goes along with a lot of it. Is like I don't like somebody that calls somebody who is mentally incapacitated in any degree. That's okay. That's not okay with me.
Well, I just said
but
that to
using it
RC,
to
so-
describe like something being stupid. You know, I mean, I can understand. There's different words that you can use, right? But it depends on the conversation that's going on. So the problem I have that people get mad about it with it, that where it typically comes from, why this conversation is usually had, is because when you're talking to a conservative, they use that word very loosely and they have no problem with it. So if you're talking to them for 10, 15, 20 minutes and you're getting somewhere with them, you're leading them down a path of conversation about the economy, for instance, and they're following you and you're getting all hyped or whatever, and they're like, you know, oh my God, I can't believe this thing is going on. It's so R-slur. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, don't say that. That's ridiculous. They're going to be like, we were getting somewhere, but now that you're policing my language, fuck you. I'm going to go back to my regular, line of thought, and I'm not going to continue this conversation of where you were leading me to. Have that conversation about the R-slur and those words after you get the political power in place. I think that is a more important thing to be focusing on than it is to just like police people's language at this moment. I'm not saying it's right. But I'm just saying that, like, I was a server. I always try to like compare this. I was a server for a long time, a waiter, whatever you want to call it. And if I got 4 tables in my section, right? Somebody just got sat. These people need drinks. This person needs a side of ranch, and this person doesn't have their food yet. There is a level in my mind where I'm like, what's most important? Get these people that just sat down, either let them know I'm going to be with them or greet them. Get these people their food, get the drinks, and the last thing to do is get this motherfucker their side of ranch. They can wait for the side of ranch. That's kind of how I view the conversation.
I need ranch to eat my wings. I need that ranch right now.
Well, you're going to have to wait, man. Like it's only going to take 25 seconds.
Blue cheese.
You know how much I love my chicken, okay? Especially fried.
Yeah,
it's
Scratch didn't listen to a single word other than wings.
So that's how I. Oh my god.
Ouais,
That's
so
kind of how I feel. Like,
Simax,
you know, that if
Simax,
it's anything other than the R
Mhm.
slur, like you know, if there are obviously worse words than that, I'm gonna call it out immediately. Like, I'm sorry, the conversation's gonna end if you're gonna start dropping the N word out there. Like,
Well,
that's
okay,
getting called
yeah.
out immediately. Not happening.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Damn.
Yes,
And
Simac,
I've been letting you
about
off.
that.
I've been letting you off nicely. Poutine. Okay.
Okay,
Scratch your.
Simax, about that, like, do you believe in the tactical use of the N-word for the greater good?
Me?
Yeah,
I don't
tactical
really like the
N-words.
word at all.
Gotta echo
No.
again. Yeah, we gotta
What if
echo
it's
again.
tactical?
I think it's me.
It's kind of a I feel like it's almost like that. I mean, explain that to me. Like, what do you
I
mean
mean,
by that?
if you use the N-word with a good timing for the greater good, is it morally justified to use the tactical N-word?
The
No, I don't think
tactical
so. I
N-word.
personally, no, I don't think so.
Detectable N-word.
You know,
Bro,
I'm
this
not
is what I
gonna.
mean, Lucas. Like, he's not even engaging at all with the arguments, and
Yeah.
he doesn't have a real argument.
He's literally just being like homophobic and transphobic. Like I hate when I hate resorting to that or resorting to that, like calling somebody homophobic and transphobic, but that's literally like all he's doing. That's all his arguments are based in.
Wait, which guy?
RC.
Share me the fucking Discord, man. Like, come on, bring the French.
Join
Oh
the
yeah,
Discord.
I'll send it to you.
Oh my god. I
What
can't believe
is the
I've been,
Discord?
dude, this is the first live
It's the
stream I've
Discord.
been like entertained enough because it's drafted my band to not play games while doing it. Now I'm not entertained enough, so I'm gonna play games.
That's a good sign, brother.
That is a good sign.
I want to debate him
y'all-
on evolution
I should
again.
actually get back so I can preach to the audience. Audience, likes, money.
Dude, oh my
money,
god,
right?
Hex.
Wait,
Beg for it.
I-
Scratch,
Hex,
beg
he
for
was
it.
doing the fucking doing
money.
the God
Wait,
of the
no, I'm not
Gaps
begging.
thing.
I'm telling. I'm daddy. Okay, I'm like Daddy Trump. Money
You're
right
black,
now.
you're a beggar.
Money right now. Give me.
We gotta get Scratch ready for this on fucking
Give
American
me
tour,
some
yo.
money right now. I need
Yeah.
it. Give me the likes right now. I need
Hex,
it.
course
you know what I'm
you're
talking
begging.
about with the God of the Gaps thing, like the God of the
Yeah.
Gaps fallacy.
yeah.
Like he was literally doing that.
Yeah.
Like
what do you
because
mean by
like
that? God of the Gaps fallacy.
so God of the Gaps fallacy is if we're talking of like some scientific explanation for the universe or like how it came
Oh,
to
I
be or
got you.
whatever.
Right.
If we don't have an explanation,
Absence
saying
of
that
evidence
God,
is not evidence of absence.
yeah, it's the God of the Gaps fallacy. Like so he has to make the positive claim on why God caused a specific thing. He can't just use it to fill a
Discount
gap
whatever
that
you're
yeah.
saying. And yeah, that's a major tactic that they use, basically forcing you to provide all the proof and then them claiming a win if they don't get some perfect proof that they asked for, framing the question in a way that it's unanswerable. But the big one that like a lot of these people think, I don't know if you know, No Way, every discussion he has is a straw man. His whole thing is he has these bookmarks on his iPad or whatever, and he comes in saying, "So you're saying that you think Clinton is the best president ever and never did anything wrong with the woman? That's what you're saying?"
That
And it's
sounds
so
like, oh my gosh,
transparent.
that sounds like Anyway Patriot or No Way Patriot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like, but Strawman is a big favorite. SK and Millie use those all the time too. And Millie, she gets away with a lot of these
With the
fallacies.
passion I defend him, we know you do. We know you do. You're Papa Murph. You are Trump's strongest soldier.
Lucas, were you there
Wait,
for my
Papa
debate
Murphy
with
in here?
John
Wait,
Galt
Papa Murphy
earlier?
in here?
Yeah.
Wait, is he requesting up?
Lucas, were you there when I was
Passion,
debating
defend
John
him.
Galt earlier?
Dude, you got fucking embarrassed. Dude, I watched
You were
the original
debating
debate.
who?
You got pretty fucking
John
embarrassed in that.
John
dude.
Galt, not this guy, but John, a
Holy
different John.
shit! Like that was
was
not good.
not.
Like you like Papa. I rewatched it. You like literally admitted that you had beliefs without any evidence, and you believed it.
What are you talking about? I don't.
Do we need to bring up the clips?
Hey. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Hey.
Good evening, John.
Oh no, see, mates, this is something we've
What's going on here? That's not how we start off the night. We're gentlemen, all right?
You swing your kettlebells around today?
Gentlemen.
Oh, dude, I didn't. I've actually been going 5 by 5.
I wish I could do the thing where I just like talk in like a calm like voice and like at the same time being like the slimiest fuck on the internet. with these
You'll get there.
things.
Don't worry.
I'll get. I'm
You're working
almost
on it.
I'll
You
keep working on
fucking
something. I'll
rat.
get to your level, Papa. Okay.
You fucking
The problem
cat.
is you
You'll
give a
scratch.
shit, Scratch. You give a shit, and that
Lucas,
gets
I have
in
a
the
question
way.
for you. I have a question for you.
What's up?
I started taking creatine, and I've gained like 5 pounds in 11 days. Is that normal?
Congrats, bro.
No, you're
Yeah,
going to
water.
die. You will die. You will pass away from it.
Take tests and other things too, and you'll gain even more.
I don't know if I even want to gain weight. I was just curious.
Well, no, it's good because
Suck on
that means
testes.
what creatine does is it gets in the muscles and it allows the muscles to gain more water and like look more full.
That's false.
That's just a rat.
Wait, is that wrong? Wait, am I?
Oh,
It's
that's
a
right.
myth.
That's not
It's
wrong.
like intramuscular,
It's-
cellular.
Yeah, but it's not water retention. It's not water retention like Scratch Buddies.
No, just like there's no French
It's a
retention.
different
in here.
term.
Get the fuck out of my life.
Expulsion.
Fucking Frenchers.
I just don't even know if
C-
it makes a
C-
difference.
C-Mags,
Does it make a
do you
difference?
believe in France's right to exist? There's one right answer.
France's right to exist?
As a
Yeah, there is a correct answer.
France's right to exist.
Two-state solution.
Yeah, I
two-state
guess.
solution
I mean,
or-
whatever.
They owe their entire country to America. I don't know why they're not constantly thanking. Like just that
Wait,
should be thank you.
C-Mags.
Hey, good morning.
said
I'm
no,
French.
right?
Thank you. Now that's what I have to say. That's
Ma-
what
Wait, didn't
MAGA
France-
believes this kind of stuff. It's funny.
Yeah,
Are
wait,
you about to
didn't
say didn't
France
France help us in
fund
the
the
Revolutionary
US
War?
independence?
Bro, yeah.
No.
they did.
Shuffle. It's an ongoing joke. You have to keep playing into the France hate. Okay. He's not.
Yeah,
Papa-
C-Mags,
Papa was right.
you're so your answer was no.
French.
French Canadians, in other words.
Oh my god.
Oh, even better.
Even
With
worse.
the G.
How about that? Does that work?
I'm not even French.
It's Montreal. Montreal.
C'est Montréal. It's not
No.
Montreal.
Oh.
It's Montréal.
Oh my God, I
That's
still
the
have to
French
send-
pronunciation. You gotta do
I
the
still have to
French
send the
Canadian.
debate of annoying and that fucking Portuguese guy to the Discord.
Lucas,
that
I've
whole
watched the
debate.
debate
That
like
whole
3
debate was so funny.
I've watched the debate like 3 times. Holy shit, that was a banger. I forgot like all my bangers.
I'm actually wondering, like, John, what's your opinion on, these like allegations of fraud from the Trump administration?
Who's John?
John's the Papa guy. That's his.
Oh, Papa. That's yeah. Say that again. All right.
So, John, what's your opinions on
Treason.
Is this breaking news or something?
This is not breaking news. You know, the allegations of fraud when it comes to the Fed building, the renovation.
We already talked about this. Remember this, Scratch? We already talked about
I
this.
don't remember talking about it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about it though.
You must have been really wrong, and the debate was super uninteresting.
Oh yeah, there
What
you
about
go.
the stuff that broke today? So today they moved Maxwell to minimum security. The updated jobs report came out that showed that Trump's tariff policy is having a terrible effect on
Doctor, you won't
employment.
get through the legal stuff with Papa Murph.
And then Trump
Don't even-
fired her for giving him bad information.
Yeah. Well, what do you want me to say to that?
My
What
first
are you looking
response,
for?
as a
Anything.
representative of John, would be that I'm pretty sure that's hearsay.
Hearsay.
Do you have any accurate
Yes,
proof? This is a court, and that's an out-court statement. We need to prove a matter of fact. So.
Can someone kick the host?
It's called testimony, not hearsay.
This is a matter asserted. You'll get there, Scratch. You need to go to law school.
Direct
You'll get there.
testimony is not
No, that's
hearsay.
hearsay, dude. Maybe John needs to go back to law school.
Yeah,
Direct
maybe.
testimony.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
So, John,
What do you?
wait, John. What bar have you passed? I'm actually wondering.
Oh, that's gonna stay private, my friend.
Say private.
O'Malley's.
The very real TikTok lawyer, which can't tell me which.
The
bar he's
local
passed.
bar.
No, it's not that, dude. There's a reason I had to change my name. I told you about it. I mean, there's a couple of fucking coups.
Have you passed
The very,
wait,
the
wait,
very
John,
real
very
non-federal
very
society
easy question,
lawyer.
John. Have you passed the bar?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Wait,
No.
How is that
Stops
gonna
at the
dox
bar.
you, dude?
What? He passed Finnegan's on the way. home.
Wait, guys,
LARPers.
guys, real quick. John is definitely not a FedSoc guy.
Okay.
Good one.
Holy shit! Are you like evil, bro? Like,
Ba-dum.
holy shit!
That joke was funny, by the way, guys. It was a funny joke. It was a funny
Dude,
fucking
we were
joke.
laughing.
Everybody
We're
should
not.
laugh
We weren't
at it.
allowed to unmute, but we were
I
laughing.
laughed. I laughed. It was funny.
I
It's
I
fine, it
forced-
was.
I was
Stay
like I
muted.
was like forced everybody to mute or I was fast with the mouse.
Why'd you do that? I was cracking up.
What do you think about the deal with the EU and Japan?
Yeah, I think that comes to 90 deals in 90 days, doesn't it?
For real.
I was just curious what y'all thought of it. I mean, just you know, I'm
Here's what
unfiltered.
I think. Here's what I think. He promised them 84% of our total natural gas production for 3 years in a row, while at the same time I'm promising 40% of it to Japan. So I think it's a lot of BS that people are going to fall for because all Trump cares about is the headline. Just like the deals he made when he was in office last time, people are not going to deliver on this stuff. EU was already pulling back, saying they couldn't handle some of the things that the deal that
Wait,
was
they
in the
said
deal.
that?
So
Wait. Okay, wait. Was it? Is
yeah,
this
let me look
actually
that up
final?
for you.
Wait.
Let me look that
Okay,
up for you.
wait. Yeah, please pull it up. If that's true, this might be like the whole like Israeli like Iran like peace negotiation. Well, Donald Trump like comes out like way ahead of time, says we got this massive deal passed, and then the country come back like we're really still negotiations. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, most of these are frameworks too. Like
Oh, they're just
the out
frameworks,
of
so there's no actual like obligations. They're just frameworks for future deals to be made.
yeah, I'm not sure about the EU one, but I know some of the previous deals were
That was
frameworks.
for the
But yeah,
UK. I know the UK was just a framework.
and the idea that like we're going to produce 5 times more than we produce now, and that's really the source of our benefit is this imagined giant purchase that they're going to make of something that doesn't exist.
No, I just don't see like the reason. Maybe something John can explain. Like, what's the reason to import more jobs right now when unemployment is 4.2% and the Fed considers full employment 5%?
Okay. Let's just start with the question I always ask, which is, am I the only conservative on this panel right now?
Yes, you are the only dumb
Yes.
fuck on this panel. That is true.
Come on, man.
My mistake. Gosh.
Was it?
Sorry.
There you go.
No, seriously, I didn't mean to say it. I'm sorry, man.
Can't
I
spell scratch without fucking rat. Yeah. Here it is. What do I think about what? And
About
I'm not
black
a
people.
monolith for conservatives, by the way, but what do I think about what?
Black people.
No, what do you think about
Shut the
Trump
fuck
trying
up.
to import more
Dude.
jobs?
What I think,
Onshore more jobs
I
right now
think
when
black
unemployment
people
is
and white
4.2% right now. When unemployment is 4.2% currently, and the Fed considers full unemployment 5%.
So okay, say that
Again,
again.
a little-
I got upset at the guy that should be thanking me for his existence. Say that again.
Shit,
Hey, let me know when you want to hear about some of these
Yeah,
EU.
so what do you think
info.
about Trump trying to onshore more jobs when unemployment is currently 4.2% and the Fed considers full unemployment 5%? Or full employment.
When you say he wants to add more jobs, right? Is that what you mean by onshore?
Yes.
What do I think about Trump wanting to add more jobs when unemployment is at 4.2%?
Yes.
I think he wants to lower unemployment.
Okay, did you understand why the full employment was a good thing, right? Or the part,
What?
right?
Full unemployment is a good thing? Okay, let me
you
boil it
understand
down.
what full employment means, right?
I guess not.
Nah,
What
okay.
do we full
So full
employment?
employment is a standard at which the Fed is basically like, okay, so many people are employed at this point, and that's 5%. That any kind of like additional currency added to the economy, economic expansion is going to start to cause inflation. That's the point. So the Fed doesn't want unemployment to really go below 5% or that much above. They want it about 5. They want it at like 5%.
Well, Scratch, I would say that there's a lot of factors that we would have to look at to that entire pie. I'd say we'd have to look at negative population growth. We'd have to look at immigration. We'd have to look at what are the jobs that he wants to onshore? Is it a matter of national security? Is it a matter of international security? I mean, there's just so many variable factors to that carte
Okay,
blanche
well,
statement.
let's start with two of them. One, immigration. He's deporting people, which means that
No,
he's
no, it's not.
wait. If we can finish, he's deporting
What?
people. We're trying to import, right? Who tend to have an extremely high labor participation rate. At the same time, he's onshoring more jobs, which means
Yeah,
that there's going to be even less people to the more jobs he's adding, right? So that's not helping out what he's doing.
Okay, so what are the jobs that he wants to add? What are they?
Manufacturing.
He wants to add manufacturing jobs. So he wants to strengthen manufacturing in the country.
Correct.
Okay,
Want.
what's the problem?
Because wanting something doesn't make it happen. When you make
But that
the
wasn't
economy, when you
Scratch's
make
question.
Well, no, but that's the point, is that what's wrong with wanting it is that they're doing exactly taking exactly the opposite actions. So if you wanted people to invest here in America, you would make things stable. You would give
Yeah.
people a certainty in the medium term
Oh my gosh, you're
range
so
so
disgusting
that
for
they
that,
could
Lucas.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. I can't
so
even
that they could
focus, bro.
actually plan and hire and build and staff new facilities when there's so much uncertainty in the economy, and we're looking at an economic downturn right now that's up as these numbers come out, as inflation rises, as unemployment spikes, when all these price hikes hit in the fall and the winter. With all this uncertainty, nobody can plan for 5 years out and think, yeah, we're going to need increased production. That's just insanity.
But
Well, real quick, I guess tying it back to like the immigration
wait,
thing.
no,
like,
there's
when
no
we-
real quick, Lucas, because yeah, he did. Remember diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, give
What does that
Popcorn-
mean?
Give John some equity. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'll DEI you, John.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's unconstitutional, but thank you. I'm a veteran.
Oh
I
no,
appreciate
fuck you then. Okay, Lucas, go ahead.
Like about like the immigration, like adding manufacturing jobs. Like when we deport a lot of people, those jobs need to be replaced, and they are replaced by people from the manufacturing sector.
Okay, now you can go, John.
Okay, now I'm gonna be a real asshole. I put my AirPods in. Say that again.
Okay, so when we deport a lot of people, we have to make up for the loss of jobs by employing more people in that field, and typically those come from manufacturing jobs. So we lose manufacturing jobs by deporting people.
Okay, well there's some suppositions there. So you're saying that the large bulk or the large brunt of deported people had manufacturing jobs. Is that
No,
the
I'm
point?
saying they're in like agriculture jobs, but those jobs need to be replaced and they need to work. And the people that replace those jobs typically come from like manufacturing.
Well, wait, whoa! What makes you think that the agriculture sector is going to be replaced by people in manufacturing?
Because where else are they going to come from?
Well, okay, do better than that, Lucas. Why
How is that
not? And why not people that work at a movie theater? Like, why manufacturing?
Because
Yeah, that's a
manufacturing is
baseless.
like that next step.
Lucas. That's a baseless assertion.
What do you mean that's a baseless assertion?
Well,
There's no
you're
I
saying
can
evidence
prove this.
for
I can
that.
prove this.
You can prove that.
that's what I'm
there's a-
asking you to do in a
there's-
kind way. I
yeah,
want to
there's
know
a
where
study,
you're getting that.
hold on. There's a study that we would lose around 44,000 manufacturing jobs per 500,000 immigrants deported.
Oh.
I see.
I was like, Lucas doesn't make basic claims like that. He probably has like some evidence or study.
Yeah, well, I didn't think that's exactly the claim you were making. I understand where you're coming from.
Are you
Okay,
talking
so-
shit, Dr. Snuffle?
But wait,
Well, connecting
Lucas,
that way.
Lucas, you still haven't proven the point. Your point is there's 44,000 manufacturing jobs lost for 500,000 people deported, right?
Yes.
Okay, don't even disagree with that. You still haven't proven how the manufacturers would then go into agriculture. Like,
Well, it's assumed that those jobs would be lost because they are going to fill the agriculture jobs. That's why.
Well, I don't
It's
assume
not-
that.
doesn't make
is
sense.
it assumed, or is it saying like, okay, if we like
People are gonna go where they can make the most
if we
money.
track this section of workers over this amount of job loss from agricultural, we can see that they move into manufacturing.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet, so there's no way we can say that in history that's worked that way.
Like Lucas, that would be like me saying like, because movie theaters are closing down, there's going to be an increase in people that go into
I
coding.
actually don't
And
want to
you're
hear
like,
from a
how?
person who's literally admitted to certain clear evidence in a debate, but okay.
Then
Hey,
why
can
did you
I-
ask
can
my
I-
opinion?
That's a good.
No, he just disagreed.
Oh,
with
because
you.
I
But I hear
want.
what
Why did
you're
I ask
saying
your
on that,
opinion?
John.
Because I wanted to bring that up at some point. Okay.
Inclusion.
Hey, I'd love to read just about 2 paragraphs on this EU situation to kind of back up what I was saying
Yeah,
earlier.
no, go ahead.
French Prime Minister Francois Bayrou said, "It's a dark day when an alliance of free peoples united to assert their values and defend their interests resign itself to submission." So that's his opinion of the trade deal. German Chancellor and Italian Prime Minister welcomed the deal, although the German Chancellor later noted there would be costs for the German economy. So everyone around the Economic Council table is well aware that the deal with Trump contained many uncertainties and ambiguities. The Turnberry deal is not the end, but just a framework for further negotiations. There is, for example, a lack of clarity over those sectors subject to an investigation under Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962, including semiconductors and pharmaceuticals. While it appears that EU pharma exports to the United States, which totaled 120 billion euros last year, will be covered by a 15% tariff, Trump himself cast doubt on that during the press conference. After this investigation is concluded, there's likely to be predictability for pharma. On steel, Trump said the current 50% tariffs will continue to apply, while von der Leyen has indicated that the tariffs will be reduced and a quota established based on historical averages. There's also little clarity about the tariff reductions that von der Leyen mentioned. I think that's the EU negotiator, maybe, in her statement, but that the United States did not mention with any specificity. These include aircraft, certain chemicals, generic rugs, as well as some agricultural products and critical raw materials. Instead, the White House fact sheet on the deal mentions removing European non-tariff barriers, a topic on which von der Leyen was silent. Negotiations on these final points are likely to be lengthy and challenging. U.S. also placed emphasis on an apparent EU pledge of $600 billion in new investments in the U.S., which was on the first point on the U.S. fact sheet. Most likely, this is just adding up existing pledges by European countries. The German car maker Volkswagen pledged 20 billion, AstraZeneca 50 billion. It would be extremely unlikely that the EU itself would provide investment capital for companies that seek to move to the United States. Von der Leyen's statement was remarkably silent on this point, raising questions about elements of the deal. The EU has also pledged to purchase $750 billion in U.S. energy exports over the next 3 years, even though the total U.S. energy exports for 2024 were $332 billion. That seems unrealistic. There's going to be further. Yeah. Anyway, that's good.
We're missing a broader brushstroke with this deal that I think it should be brought up. Okay, it's in particular. Yes, I understand. Yeah, everyone who knows me except for Snuggles knows that I'm pretty anti-tariff. But
Snuff, not snug.
Snuff. Sorry, Snuff. All right, I'm pretty anti-tariff. I do have to say this though. That oil deal is fucking huge. Now your point is, hey, the total expenditures, it's not even necessarily possible, which it probably isn't. But we are going to
Smoke and
see.
mirrors.
Well, we're going to see an increase in oil production. That's going to happen simply because Trump wants to push it and there's oil to be drilled. It's number one. Is it going to reach those levels? No. But to an even broader point, a bigger point, okay? Trump is trying to show support internationally to Ukraine. And he's doing that through that deal indirectly, and Europe knows it because it's divesting the money that goes to Russia. And so that money that the EU gave to Ukraine was what, $18 billion last year?
Wait.
18?
Hold on, John. Did you support Trump before the election?
Yeah.
So you supported his anti-Ukraine rhetoric?
Yeah, that's not how it works, Stretch. So when you support someone, you don't worship their fucking feet, right?
Okay, no.
I'm not asking if
You
you
must not
support
have
it's
Trump.
Hey, let's
something about
debate
you.
Ukraine, holy
It's so it's so weird to hear from a Trump this has been happening over the past couple of weeks. Ukraine
Trash.
sucks. Ukraine started the war. I fucking hate you. Zelensky's a dictator. Yeah, Ukraine. So I'm just wondering, what was your policy position prior, and
Could I just, for the love of fucking God, get my point out about this oil thing before you start attacking me? Okay.
I'm sorry
that
that
I
I
was trying-
try to point out inconsistencies, but it's
Yeah,
really
got
weird.
it. Thanks. You point out
Murph,
inconsistencies.
you called
Appreciate
Ukraine
it.
a Nazi state
You
last
admit-
week.
you even
Last week,
admitted
you
to it.
were calling Ukraine a Nazi state. What the fuck do you mean?
Wait,
That's
what?
insane. Holy shit.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
against
All right.
Rin, he was debating
Shut
Rin
the
that
fuck up.
Ukraine
Talk
was a
about
Nazi
Jesus
state.
GDI. You
Christ.
fucking liars. You fucking all you do
I
is
saw the
wait,
video.
I'm
It's
the only
Papa,
conservative
I
on
just
your
want Papa
side,
Murph.
but
You
you're gonna
literally
pile up
lied.
on
You
me.
literally
Making a
lied the last
fucking
time I
word out
talked to you.
otherwise.
You lied
I'm not
about the
surprised.
conversation that you were having about Burger Garcia the last time I talked to you. And Reniel
Murph, you're
literally
such
called you
a
out on it.
dishonest fuck. Holy shit. No, deadass, I was in Rin's comment, getting pissed off because Murph was talking so much false shit about Ukraine, saying, oh, they're full of Nazis. And I was like, Rin, call him out,
Bro.
so much.
Oh yeah, I remember that because I ended up going up there and cooking him on it. Wait,
Yes,
why are
and
you lying
X,
right now,
X,
John?
X, X, X. Please,
I
next
respect
time
your
we
right
debate
to
about
disagree, but
Holy shit, yeah, because
most
I went
Trump
up there.
supporters aren't like that. So we run into so many Trump supporters that will change on a dime when Trump tells them to, and so some think he's actually sent by God. So I respect if you're
Yeah, I mean
different than that.
Yeah,
It's
We
good
just
that
run
wait.
into
they
some.
support Ukraine now, but I don't know why John's lying right now.
Yeah, by the way, X, next time you go up on a panel to debate is Ukraine a Nazi state, just point at the National Corps. It's the political party founded by the Azov
Holy
leader
shit.
Yeah, I
who
know
quit to
how
get
to
into
argue
politics.
it.
Yeah,
Dude,
but you didn't mention it,
your
and it was a
political
really
opinions
good
are more
Because I
liquid
didn't
than
need to
a
mention it. I was
John.
testing whether he would
John.
hold the same standard
John,
to
your political opinions are
Russia.
more liquid than a teenage girl when it comes to her general. Okay, bro. Like, please pick.
Oh my
and
god.
choose.
Scratch. What the fuck was that?
Scratch.
Oh my
Come
god.
on, man.
Get me canceled for that. Cancel me.
Yeah,
Cancel me.
no
Cancel,
more
Cancel me.
unfuck
cancel
America
him.
Cancel me.
tour.
Cancel me for that joke.
Give me galaxies. I'll cancel them for
Okay.
us.
Bro is not gender fluid. He is political fluid. Okay.
So true.
True.
Polyfluid.
Bro left and started commenting.
Yeah, I'm so pissed off because
did John-
since the
wait, did
beginning
John
of this
leave?
conversation, I wanted
He's
to
been
talk
muted
about
and then he
John.
started commenting.
Yeah, like Deadass since Papa Murph got
We're
on the
not letting
panel,
him talk.
I wanted to debate him on Ukraine. Like to pretend he doesn't hold that stupid beliefs is fucking insane. Like he's switching up so fucking fast, like LeBron James.
We do need to give him a chance to speak, though. Like I would prefer that everybody can go, uninterrupted for a minute or two, even when they say crazy shit, and then we can respond after.
Snuffle. I don't like Snuffles. I like you, dude, but I don't think I feel like dishonest this guy is. Like
I don't know.
he
him very
seemed
well, so-
like
but
fine.
still, I think everybody should be
like,
able to
like,
get
some,
he
it.
just
like
talks
sometimes
smooth, but
like
he's
sometimes
so
like
dishonest
individually
in
like
that first,
individually in a debate somebody can seem fine, but then when you like listen to their opinions like over time it's like really obvious that they're being dishonest.
Yeah, I get that. But I don't get I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I deal with some of these crazy, completely disingenuous people like we were talking about earlier, and I don't get that exact same kind of vibe. And there's also levels like we were talking about earlier too, but I don't get that vibe. Even though he might say crazy shit and lie, it's a vibe.
Yeah, we gotta push them on it. Like the second you push this guy on anything, he starts getting mad.
This entire time I've listened to all of you shit on me, and I haven't said a
Great.
fucking word.
Wow.
Right?
Great.
And then
Can we talk about how you were
Hex,
lying about
and Hex,
Ukraine?
and
Yeah,
Hex
what's
wants to
up?
come up there and say that if I push him
Do we
anything, I
actually?
get mad.
You know what? We're doing this.
But
We're
you
pu-
don't
Yeah,
have
every
a
single time I've
single
ever pushed you
point.
on anything, you get mad and either result to ad homing or you just like break down
This
crying
right
in the
here
argument.
is just a human centipede of you guys sucking each other off on how much you hate me. I'm glad I take up
Yeah,
You're
so
so
much of
being
your
true.
mental
dishonest, dude.
Hey,
space.
You're
I stuck up for you, bro. I don't hate you.
Hey,
I
and I
don't know
appreciate
you,
that,
Papa,
but
do
man.
you
I
think that
appreciate
Ukraine
that,
is a Nazi
Snuff.
state?
I appreciate that, Snuff. But the point I was trying to make, got completely overshadowed
yeah, because
by
of
what
your
I had said in
dishonesty,
previous
your
debate.
apparent dishonesty.
Yeah, I
So
prefer to keep it
here's
on
my
the
thing.
issues. Go ahead.
You don't. But here's the thing, Scratch. Right?
Like
You
you
don't want
can't
to talk
exist
about the
online
debate
and
at
have this
hand.
fluid of opinions. I'm sorry, dude.
You
That's just
you don't
reality.
you don't want. Then why'd you invite me up here?
Because it's fun
Get out of
embarrassing
here.
you.
Yeah, you are embarrassed. You're embarrassing.
It's really
I'm not
funny.
It really is
embarrassed.
fun.
It's
It's
not
funny
really
as fuck.
funny.
No,
I'm
we
not
are
gonna.
embarrassing
You
you.
know,
It's funny.
it's funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, John.
All right, man. Well, hey, I mean, it was nice talking to you. I guess, dude. Take
It
care.
wasn't
Take
wasn't
care,
nice
bro.
talking to you.
No, it was funny
I
as
say
fuck
there's a
talking to you.
big difference between misguided and patently dishonest.
No, he's being intentionally
No,
dishonest.
he's genuinely
He's actively
so
malicious. He's slimy. He's really slimy.
he's
Okay.
malicious and purposely dishonest. He's an absolute fucking snake and gets mad the second you push him on information.
So
I mean,
that's just all MAGA, though. That's not like there are
This
varying
guy, no,
degrees,
this guy,
but
like
that's standard
No,
MAGA.
most mega,
Most
most megas,
MAGA
like I don't even call it are like
the difference the difference is that they're not malicious about it. They might
yeah,
spread disinformation or like misinformation specifically because they don't know. But
or
like
lie
that guy
once or twice.
legitimately
Well, I
yeah,
do
No,
but like
agree
that
with
guy
Marcus,
you.
does
Marcus,
it
Marcus.
knowing he is lying and holds a different standard to everyone than he does to himself. He's admitted to believing things with zero evidence and admitting to
Right.
believing things like the Zuckerberg stuff about Biden when there is zero evidence of it, and then he then holds like a fucking infallible proof of standard towards Donald Trump and 2020.
Yeah, one second he's talking about how like, oh, how dare you guys like not care about the people in China being exploited by their workers and the children there, and then next second she's talking about, oh yeah, really, who really cares about people in CCOP being literally tortured?
Dude, oh my god.
So I need to talk about the manufacturing thing. The manufacturing thing.
Wait, 1 second.
So-
Let me tell Scratch Master one real quick. So in Rinald's live, you remember how? Fuck. Do you remember when I was talking about the foreign policy, and I brought up how we probably don't care about certain countries that don't provide anything to America, and he criticized me of that and like went batshit on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when he was in Rinald's live, he was telling Rinald that we shouldn't care about what other countries are doing with their prisoners, specifically the Seacat.
Wow.
Literally fucking politically fluid to the point he has no fucking spine on anything and can't keep a specific opinion.
So design, and then like the fucking. That's why I got so impressive with the Harvard shit. Is like, oh, you need all this evidence from looking through the documents, and then it's just like, oh, Zuckerberg like let the evidence for it, and like I'm gonna admit during a debate I don't have evidence for anything.
Yeah, I was
Can I
talking
pull up
about
the
the
clip?
manufacturing thing.
Yeah, go for it, Lucas.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like this kind of like logically follows. Like if we have like a labor shortage in one area and we need to fill that labor shortage, it's definitely not going to grow other areas that we're trying to grow within the like the same demographic of people. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? And I think the majority of the constituents disagree with you.
Okay, you can point to obviously the majority of constituents disagree with me. Donald Trump's president. I'm not arguing whether or not my opinions are popular. I'm arguing whether or not my opinions are right. Okay, you haven't given me anything to believe I'm wrong.
I've given you enough circumstantial evidence to showcase that
Scratch.
this very well
about
could
the
have
manufacturing
been,
thing.
Very well could have been politicized. Doesn't justify Donald Trump going after Obama.
Wait, wait, I have to find the clip through all this. Fuck.
Yeah, wait,
What's
Scratch.
up?
I have to go to the gym, so I have to fucking talk about this shit. About the manufacturing jobs thing. I didn't even mention the supply chain aspect of it. But doesn't it kind of follow that if we have a labor shortage in one area while we're trying to fill another area, it won't help us fill the other area?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's usually my point. In terms of like why the fuck are we deporting people at the same time we have decreasing we have a aging population, decreasing population at the same time that we're trying to import more jobs. It literally just makes no sense.
And you and
for, like, the
Dr.
point.
Fuckface said that was unfounded.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
literally
Lucas,
said-
do you need
he was
a
actually
hug?
talking about it, but actually I think the last thing about John, it was such a small thing, but it like really got to me. I think he said like, I think I brought up something about, I can't exactly remember what it was about. It was the last time I talked to him. It was something about like him saying something about like CCOT, and then he was like, "Oh no, I didn't say what I said about asylum seekers." Like really, like literally went in like, "No, you didn't say anything about asylum seekers. It's directly in." You were directly talking about like the people who were going to CCOT. Oh, that's right. I think he said something like, "Oh, I don't care about those people," and he tried to
Yeah.
make it sound. It was
I
so
think
slimy. It's just so
a
slimy.
good point about the tariffs too is that they just generally increase the amount of input costs that goes into the sector that they're trying to increase jobs in, and so it's just like a counterbalance, and if not worse, for the manufacturing of like specifically like steel, for example, because everything that goes into steel not only requires steel, but then if they're gonna be moving over to steel manufacturing, they're just costing like 80 jobs in other sectors.
Yeah. I didn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying with the fucking the immigration shit. Like, if you're deporting people from one sector and you have a labor shortage in that sector, I feel like it should logically follow that the other sectors will be harmed by this. That's why it said it's not specifically 44,000 manufacturing jobs. It's just 44,000 U.S.-born worker
Well,
jobs.
guys, when we think about it, John is actually we're the ones being dishonest, and John's the most honest one because he doesn't even think about his opinions for 5
You're
seconds.
echoing again.
Oh, okay, wait. Fucking go. Fuck you. Okay.
Just
Yeah,
pointing it
Scratch
out.
wants to
Okay,
betting what he
so
will fix or not.
really, yeah. So really, John's the most honest one about all of us, right? We're the ones being dishonest because he didn't even think about his political opinions for 5 seconds. He just says whatever most convenient in the conversation, right? Like,
I mean,
we're the ones,
yeah,
we are the ones being
I
dishonest
actually
for not following your
walked back.
intuition.
I actually
Yeah,
walked back
guys.
the manufacturing comment a little bit. I walk it back a little bit because I don't know if it's necessarily proven that manufacturing would lose jobs. It would just hurt the sector, and it wouldn't incentivize people going into that sector.
I've noticed when you say it in a debate, just say it confidently. Like when somebody brings up new information, I'm either from now on I just like source or you're lying. I just like really I'm trying to hedge on this shit.
Dude, oh my god, here's the best thing. Here's what this changed the debating with MAGA people, bro. This literally changed it. Like, do not move on from a subject until you force a concession on like the most little fucking disagreement that you have. Like, be
Yes.
so
Oh my
be so
God.
annoying about it.
I did. That's what I did with the fucking that stupid. All those Montana, all of them. It was about such a simple thing. I think it was. Remember, Putin was about like, oh, who should we trust more? And they couldn't move on. They
Dude, oh
wanted.
my,
They couldn't answer.
you
They
fuck me,
couldn't.
Scratch.
Yes, like
They
be
couldn't answer for
like
20 minutes. It was
Okay,
like,
Scratch,
be
I
like
just got fucking
annoying,
triggered.
like
Just the
annoying,
fact
trying
that
to get the not annoying, not this annoying, not the person annoying. Like be annoying, and don't let them move on from what you're
what are
talking
my
about. That's
fucking mods doing?
because that's
No,
what I
no,
did with
Scratch.
that's what I did with
Lucas.
RC
Oh,
last
I
week.
want to talk to. Wait,
Scratch, you know I'm your fucking Huckleberry. You know I'm
what's
moving on.
up? What's up? Okay.
What were you saying? Annoying?
So
Yeah,
annoying-
Lucas, no,
annoying. I'm
like
just kind
Scratch
of.
is
I'm
really
just,
bad.
wait.
When he was taking a point, it's the worst tangent ever.
What was that? You
When Scratch stays on a point, it's the worst
I don't know what
tangent.
he's. I don't. What is
Scratch
he?
doesn't give a concession. He usually just runs from the live when he doesn't want to answer a question.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm always. I don't run. That's like one of the things Mega Cup.
Yeah,
thought
you
you guys
lie.
were-
You run.
I
admit it.
no, I don't. I think I'll admit the only time I actually like ran from a live was like the first time I met Hazardous.
The first time you met us.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell him you said that. That's funny.
No, we've already we've already talked about that a lot. So. But I don't.
Well,
like,
you
yeah,
left.
no,
you left earlier. I don't know why you
run.
left
Like
when we
usually,
were.
I just usually I have a job, right? I'm not unemployed. You know, I get it approached. Some of us are lazy piece of shit, run off of government welfare. I have friends, family, life other than online on TikTok.
You've
Is
got
what it is. Sorry,
friends?
man.
I
That's
honestly,
so bad.
I tend to
found that
I touch
surprising.
grass. Make sure once a day.
Your
No, you
brother,
don't.
your brother doesn't count, dude. I'm sorry.
Hmm?
And your
Dude,
grandma
I was
doesn't
just
count
dude, I
either.
was just
So.
playing some Magic the Gathering today. Okay, for my friends. Okay. See what
That's
the
all right.
times-
No,
what
my,
the
my boys,
times,
my
bro.
my nerdy ass friends play Magic the Gathering too.
But yeah. Let me listen.
Oh,
We have
so
we have some things. I have some approach. I have some things to watch together. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Where is it?
I did want to go over with you something, and I want to see how you felt about it.
Oh, is this guy like a
Did
master
you
manipulator?
have a chance?
No, this isn't the.
Did you have a chance to go over with me what I found as it pertains to birthright citizenship?
No, I am not.
So I had a debate with do you know Vader? He's a lawyer that comes on here.
Oh, Vader's really good. I love that dude.
So Vader and I had a discussion the other day in regards to birthright citizenship, and so of course he brought up the Wonka mark, right? And so we were discussing the under the jurisdiction thereof, and so what he was saying is that they used dubious common law, right? So what I did is I started to do a deep dive, and I started pulling up old archives of law journals after that decision, right? And what I found might actually interest you. And since you're there, you can pull up on my Discord, which you're part of, right? I found an entry. Yeah. Well, how have we not we've discussed a bunch of shit on Discord. How are you not on my
your
Discord?
server or like in DMs?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, here, I'll send you an invite so that way, so you can pull it up. What I found is quite interesting, to say the least. Give me a second.
I want to watch this first, though. Okay, I love to. Me and you.
Wait, who is that?
Oh, you'll find out real quick. Don't worry.
Oh, fuck, is it off?
Huh? No, it's not Hoff.
If we only wanted to target specific industries, then why didn't we do targeted tariffs? Why didn't
we
we?
can't hear
You
what
can't
he's
hear it
saying.
because I have to turn the echo back on. I'm sorry, y'all. Only for you guys though. Everyone else can hear it.
So kind.
No, don't worry.
Okay. Oh, this guy.
We do 10% across the board.
Hey, listen, I'll be
Yeah, I had
honest.
a nice talk with this guy.
That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You gonna say something? Oh.
Oh no, I said, are you playing the conversation him and I
Oh,
had,
yeah,
or
yeah.
was that what you guys
Yeah.
were
Good
on?
question. I can't
I was
personally
25 times speed
give you an
because
answer.
I'm
to that.
impatient, bitch.
But then again, I'm not going to assume that it was a bad move or strategic move. So you can assume it is.
The fundamental difference that we have, the fundamental difference that we have is that I don't have a blind trust in the government. I don't just blindly trust that they're going to do whatever is best for us. And I think it's laughable that a conservative is claiming to do it.
Wait.
That's it? That's all you got?
Yikes. No, we.
That's all you got?
I'm just. Yikes. Okay. Especially, especially for somebody before the election who was very distrusting of the government.
More content like this, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Follow me on Instagram and TikTok.
have
@RinYall.
you ever
If
got
disagree with anything in
the
the
feeling
video,
that I
make sure
trust
you
the
click-
government?
Huh?
Have you ever got the feeling that I trust the government?
Yes.
Have you ever...
Yeah, you've been actively
Yes.
called out to it by like a group of libertarians.
So hold on. So when I tell you,
yes.
when I tell you that my worries, and for some reason, I don't see the left's base telling them to get mad about the data collecting by Palantir. You think that's me trusting the government?
No.
Okay, well then your point is mute. So,
Wait.
So
Wait,
why
you know,
did-
my,
why does
if we-
one
if we
instant-
could you know
move
what my
on?
point is? The point that everybody else was bringing up to you after the election, and the point that I'm bringing up to you right now is that when it comes to the Democrats, when it comes to things of the left, you hate the fucking government. You don't trust them at all, especially for election.
Bro,
I
wait
still
a
wait,
second. No.
calm down. I was outside of
Oh,
you.
go ahead,
and
do your
that's-
thing, do
Sorry,
your thing. I'll let
I'm
you
not
go.
my dick. That's why people like Tom. That's why people like Nay. That's why a lot of these people came out like, hey, approach. It's really fucking weird, like Sean Hannity, that you're now completely going back on all these principles of like anti-government trust now. So it's just really weird to hear somebody go from that.
So wait,
depending
you
on
think
who the
Tumblr
political
still
figure
feels
is.
that way about me?
Yes.
Because Tumblr and I have had plenty of discussions after the fact, and I told him exactly how I feel. I told him that I'm not a fan of Keynesian economics. I told him I understand the theory. I think it's a more of a risk
You're not
theory
gonna
that
address
I would
anything.
rather not take.
Okay, approach. Where's my point? What was my point? Repeat it back to me.
That after the election, I changed that Tumblr and these people say that I stepped back my stance when
on what?
Actually, I did not. Now,
Step back your
in
stance.
regards
Step
to
back- wait,
some
step
matters,
back your
hold on.
stance
Nope,
on-
nope. You
on
asked.
what?
You asked a
No,
question. Allow me to answer, Scratch.
Step back my stance on what?
Oh, you want to steamroll?
I'm
oh,
not
I get it.
steamrolling.
I
I'm
get
just
it.
very cool.
Well, then
Step back
allow
your stance
someone
on
to
what?
answer a question. Yeah. So the couple things I've changed my stance on, which I have no problem admitting, right? One, they didn't like the fact that when it came to the move in that Trump made when it came to Iran, I said, well, in a sense, I understand as I looked into what Churchill wrote about, about the Prime Minister of the UK at the time, Nivel, right? And I said that
question
he
was
called him
about
out and
my
basically said,
opinion.
Dude, why do you cut people
my
off?
question
every
Because
time?
you're not
I'm gonna-
engaging.
So
You're
no.
not engaging. My
So
question
I'm
was,
answering
what
your
was
question
my
on what they
criticism of
think I
you?
changed my
opinion.
stance on, sir.
What was my criticism? Mine.
I remind
That
me.
you
'cause I
were
don't
changing
remember
your stance on what?
Not tariffs. Which part was it?
How much you trusted? How much you trusted the
Fuck me.
government? What the fuck does that have to do with Keynesian economics?
Bro,
Or
you
with the
voted
Iran
for the
deal?
Democrats,
Yeah,
and
you're
you
so,
act like
sorry.
I don't trust.
This is
You
you're
act
so
like
slimy,
I trust
bro.
the government.
No, you're so slimy.
Bro,
You're so
bro,
fucking
hold
approach.
on, hold on. You're
no,
saying you're saying that
you
I
are
trust
so,
the government, but yet you voted for Democrats.
Dude, you are so fucking slimy.
Democrats are based.
Bro, you know what? You
I'm
can't
sorry.
say someone's slimy
You
and
are
have
slimy.
any basis
I
behind it.
specifically, I made a criticism about how much you trusted the government. The video was specifically, the clip I started to start was specifically about you trust the government, and you start going
What,
on
because
Keynesian
somebody
economics.
said I trust the government? You think that means I trust the government? No, don't approach
The
me.
question,
Stop it with your little bitch
The question
bullshit.
was about how much you trust the government. You start talking about Keynesian economics. You start talking about the Iran stuff, like to try and deflect the conversation and change the subject.
No,
like you're so slimy. You
absolutely
pivot so
not.
much. Yes, you pivot the
Yeah, thank you,
conversation
Scratch.
immediately.
If
It's
somebody
so
says
obvious.
I
Thank you,
trust
Scratch.
the
I thought that
government,
was
does that mean I
thought that
trust
was
the
tripping
government?
balls. Thank you, Scratch.
Hold on, Scratch. If somebody tells me that I trust the government, all of a sudden that means I trust the government?
That's not
Oh
my
my fucking
argument.
God.
Well, what is your argument then?
My argument is that your stance has changed from I don't trust the government and for over time to I do. And I'm saying you saying this, but when it comes to things like J6 and I trust the president to make the best decisions, or when it comes to like how is this deficit gonna look out long term, I trust the president, or when it comes to things like especially when it comes to things like China and your belief in that, or especially when it comes to a lot of the foreign policy aspects that your belief.
Okay, well, why don't we stick to one point at a time so that I can give you, so I can show you that my stance hasn't changed, because all you're doing is saying things without even allowing me to at least back up what I said then or at any point in time.
You know why?
So why don't we stick to one point at a time where I have changed my stance?
So this is the slimy thing approach, because I was trying to stick. This is this disgusting thing, because when I was trying to stick on point specifically about you switching point about the government, you literally moved the subject to the Iran attacks and Keynesian economics.
You know what? Being muted next time you come into live. You're gonna get muted the fuck up.
Go ahead.
I'm the one muting. It's the mod. It's the French.
No. You're getting muted.
Blame the French. No,
you're absolutely gonna get muted.
It's the French. Yeah, it was the French. What the fuck do you mean?
Look, I'll get
Don't
here.
blame the
So
black.
I'm
blame
gonna
the
give you.
French.
I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. You got to 11:26. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I can explain the points where I may have changed my stance. Absolutely. One, obviously, if Trump were to do any coups to overthrow someone's democratically run state, then of course I would go against Trump at that point. I would be very critical, more critical than I already am. However, I do believe that when it comes to wars, that not everything is so black and white. So, for instance, the Iran situation. I was explaining to you that as I look at Churchill's point of view when it came to Neville Chamberlain, and he called Neville Chamberlain out or the UK at that, for having what he called a moral paralysis. And had the French just stopped the Nazi regime from building up their military while they had the chance, we could have basically, or possibly rather, avoided World War II, because they had all these talks of peace, and then Neville went over there and thought that he can do diplomacy, but he made a big mistake, because it was less than a year later that the Nazi regime built up their military enough and invaded Europe. So there are times where I feel necessary that things need to be done, because certain regimes, they're not willing to have diplomacy. Okay, so even if they have talks of diplomacy, so that is one stance that has changed. Okay, other than that, not many others have. But to what I was trying to bring up earlier. Now you can shake your head. Now I made my point, right? Now go ahead and give me another point where you think I changed my stance.
Wait, can I ask you a question about what he just said?
No, you cannot. I'm waiting for this guy to do his thing.
Can't wow, Scratch. You need to grow a little. Grow a little bit. Dick into your mouth. Okay. So when I bring up the fact that your trust in government and your position of that has changed over time, I specifically around
It sounds like you're stuck, Scratch.
I'm not stuck. Specifically around the deficit. Specifically around
you are.
Can I finish? Jan 6 with how much you believe in China. I don't know, obviously I think I might have had conversations with you in the past about your stance on foreign policy in Iran, how that has changed, but that wasn't the point that I was trying to bring into this conversation.
So what is your point then? Let's stick to one point at a time.
Anyone, do you want to go?
Yeah, I guess I don't know about the Lords enough, but just what he said about Churchill and the criticism of France not stopping Germany before the beginning of World War II. My question is about Ukraine. How do you feel about letting Russia have so much more experience for the war? This is Russia today. Russia
Wait, why did
invading
Donald
Ukraine.
Trump allow Russia the ability to build up their military at the border in 2018 without doing anything about it?
Yeah, it goes against Trump's negotiation plans. Why isn't Trump just crushing Russia? Why not put a no-fly zone over Ukraine by your logic?
Well, sure. Sure, because the way I look at it is this: is that when I brought up Iran, right? Iran, you can very much compare to the Shnazi regime at the time. As I said, some people they're just not willing to have diplomacy, right? So there was an old saying during the Cold War that Russia would say. It was, "What would a world be without Russia?" Okay. Now, what basically this was saying is that, they are willing to have some form of diplomacy because they don't want to destroy the world. The difference between them and, say, Iran is that Iran's willing to destroy it all in the name of their God, and that's a win for them. Okay? So some people are just not, willing to have any negotiation on any matter. Okay? So there is a difference in regimes and governments. Not all of them are created equal. So that's basically my stance on the difference between the two.
If I don't know if you've ever studied World War II, but the Russian regime today is equal to Nazi Germany. Wait, please,
Approach. Yeah, fuck you, Frencher. Okay. You've been avoiding somebody for a little bit, Approach. What's up, Renyald?
Oh my god.
Who am I avoiding?
The person directly to your right.
I don't know if I'd say avoiding, but
I don't even know who that is.
No, whatever.
Why am I on the screen? I just want to know why I'm on the screen.
God damn it.
Oh, we're just going over his debate,
Oh, he was trying to point out something you said to me. You said that I trust government, and I said, "Oh, really? How do I trust government?" And so he tried to explain to me how I trusted government, but now his stance has changed on the fact that he thinks that I trust government because he hasn't been able to give me another example.
I could have actually. Oh my god. Holy shit! I'm like slipping out of my chair with this one, bro.
Yeah, because you got nothing.
I do have
to
say,
when I bring up the fact that hey, you seem like really trust the government before, and now you're going through all these FBI reports and CIA reports saying, oh, look how big, bad, and evil China is, and people going around it, and now with your trust in the government and
wait, you don't think China is big and evil or bad at all?
Is that what I said?
Is that your stance?
Was that my stance?
You keep using that as an example.
Can you repeat?
You keep using that as an example of something I said.
Repeat my argument back to
me. You said, "Oh, and you continue your stance, and then how bad China is, and big, bad, and evil," and that's all I really fucking heard.
Can you repeat my argument back to me?
You said that I trust government, and then you said something about how I think China is so big, bad, and evil. And my response to you...
Okay, can you connect those two things? Do you know what the argument was there?
So, I guess
you have a really bad problem when it comes to listening to me, listening to my points. Well, you
also speak too quickly. You need to learn to slow your words down because it's really hard to understand you
throughout this entire conversation either pivoted to things like Keynesian economics or Iran and your position on that instead of actually addressing the question. So whenever you try and bring up this excuse now, it just seems like you're being more
please slow down your words so that I might actually hear your question. Okay, then you're
how did I understand Scratch?
I'm sorry. I guess not everybody's frontal lobe forms by the time of 25.
Well, hold on. He understands you. So let's let him ask. No, and you ask the question that he asked then.
That he was asking you to paraphrase his argument. I can't hear what Scratch says. I can understand. I'm a fucking Frenchie.
So
no, hold on. What was his question originally? No. I'm asking Annoying since he seems to be able to understand you.
I can wait. When I listen to Scratch, I can easily understand what point he's making.
So okay,
he talks very clearly to me. He might speak quickly, but you can still understand.
So what was his original question then, Annoying?
I was watching MMA clips. I was teacupping.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, go ahead. Move on, Scratch.
Hex, you there, dude?
Sorry, Scratch.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that?
Wait, which part?
No, the part about the question I was asking, Approach.
Oh no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Renyald,
nobody. Go ahead. Nobody can understand you.
No, I wanted to.
So my fucking god! All of you have such fucking ADHD.
Wait, which
Holy
question?
shit,
bro!
My.
Okay. Well, Scratch, just ask the question again.
No,
dude.
all of them need to take some fucking Adderall right now.
Okay, well, can we get back to the point? If we're gonna just jump around, then can we get to the point that I wanted to bring up to you originally?
Listen, if you're gonna kick me, all right, you
Yes.
gotta stop content leeching. All right, get my face out of your background before you
Content
kick me down
leeching?
from your panel, bro.
I'm content leeching?
My face
Okay.
is
Scratch.
literally has
So I
been in
sent
the
I
background.
sent you
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll look here.
Scratch. I sent you my Discord. What I was trying to bring up to
Everybody
you.
can have a
Would you
fun
pull
time
it up
looking
for
at
the
that.
class?
Okay.
Scratch. Would you mind? I sent you something in Discord. I sent you an invite. Would you pull it up on your screen for the class so I can explain what we're looking at here?
These articles are.
Yeah. So you
after
can. So the
Washington
ones that are
decision by
highlighted.
the Yale Law Journal announced that the court failed to adopt the full extent of the English common law, and the other, or none other than Harry Campbell, Blackwood, various posts wrong.
It was done by Mr. Black of Black Law's Dictionary. So these are law journals where the journal itself will put basically their explanation of the justice's opinion. So what they go on to explain in these journals is that, because this is the argument that Vader and I had. So they go on to explain that in this decision and in the 14th Amendment that they did not adopt the dubious common law as it pertains to the 14th Amendment in regards to birthright citizenship. So they go on to explain that under the jurisdiction thereof, not being adopted by common law means something different within the law that was written. So under the jurisdiction thereof, as it pertains to the 14th Amendment, means that you are under complete jurisdiction of the United States and that your allegiance is only to the United States. So they also go on to explain that originally they were going to use just your allegiance is only to the United States, but under within that word, within law itself, could mean a couple of different things. So they changed that and they put it in under the jurisdiction thereof. Now what that means, like I said, is that you're under full jurisdiction, your allegiance is only to the United States, and the way they determine that, at the very minimum, would be your permanent residence would be the United States. So they go on to explain that two immigrants that are not here legally and have children do not have the right to birthright citizenship. And these are two very respected journals back in 1889 that were writing about this. So my argument with when it comes to birthright citizenship, as it was with Vader, who said they'd use dubious common law, this goes on to explain that they did not use dubious common law, and it does not have anything to do with that, because in dubious, if you were born within a certain land, the king, you were a servant to that king as you were born, under that citizenship, birthright citizenship under that king. But we did not do that here in the United States. So therefore, if you're born of two immigrants that are not here legally, your
So,
child
are you
is
trying
not
to say that,
a
like,
citizen.
So you're trying to tell me that one, or these two journals, those agreeing with the dissenting judges, automatically means that the judges who did the ruling were wrong about the common law. in
So
England?
once again, so when it comes
Or are
to
you just
Black
trying to, are you
himself
just trying
and
to tell me that like I could probably accept the position or even the argument that like there's probably some legal nuances to if this is like legal or if like the way it currently works. Did you address what Vader was saying though about like the what was it, like Judas?
Yeah.
Allegiance?
So Vader was saying that as it pertains to birthright citizenship, they were using dubious common law. But as these two journals explained, we did not adopt dubious common law as it pertains to birthright citizenship. Therefore, if you are born of two immigrants on this land, your children are not citizens.
Have you read Wonka Mark?
So these are right. Hold on. So these are actually right after Wong Kim Ark decision, and this is what they were writing the journals about, that decision itself.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying, did you read Wong Kim Ark?
Yes, of course I've read Wong Kim Ark. Yes.
You acknowledge that Wong Kim Ark directly cites the common law justifications, right?
No. So like I said, this is what they explain about that judge's ascending opinion. So
just
they
you
go on
said-
to explain in depth about that opinion.
An
itself.
opinion piece from Black's Law Dictionary doesn't have any
Yeah, 'cause-
legal binding.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not legally
exactly
binding
it
at
is.
all.
That's like
Listen,
people,
you
like,
guys,
plenty,
you
like
guys.
plenty, like for
All right,
instance,
I'll
like,
wait.
wait,
Go ahead.
Brunch,
I'll mute
Brunch.
up.
You understand there are plenty of opinion pieces out about like the immunity cases around Donald Trump. I'm guessing you would still disagree with all those from Yale and Harvard.
Well, I would ask that you guys read these journal entries and see that this is not just an opinion of what they think themselves. They are trying to explain the decision of the justice themselves.
That's what every
So
legal dictionary
that's
opinion's going to do. Of course, they're going to try and
Well, once
make
again,
an argument.
you
for the
guys-
case. They're not
you-
just going to give an opinion, some evidence, but that doesn't. That has like literally no legal weight to if the Supreme Court
well
decides to use
just
common
like
law or not. That's up to the
just
Supreme
like
Court.
Playla v. Doe, just like Playla v. Doe on this page here. I'll put it in the chat if you guys want to go look this up. So they basically go over the same thing. So here's the page you can look up in Playla v. Doe. And so they actually go over this exact thing as well on this page. So when you see under the jurisdiction thereof, under this particular case right there, they actually, you can be under the jurisdiction thereof and a citizen of a state. However, it does not make you a citizen of the union itself. So they actually go over that as well.
Wait, didn't Pyler v. Doe like very specifically find that the child of the illegal immigrant was within jurisdiction?
No, to go to school, right? So being under jurisdiction
Yeah.
itself, there's two different types of jurisdiction. There's partial jurisdiction, and then there's, which means you're to abide by the laws. If you break laws, you're subject to those laws. But if you are under complete jurisdiction and your allegiance is only to the United States, then you would be under the jurisdiction thereof, which is
So
also
if
explained in the two
If
articles
this
that I
case
sent
found
to,
that the person was under the jurisdiction, under the definition used in the 14th Amendment, why would we not assume that it's the same definition of jurisdiction?
So you're missing the point. So under the jurisdiction is not the same as under the jurisdiction thereof. So, but you can be under the jurisdiction thereof of a state, as those two articles that I sent to him explain. So, but they also explain that even if you're under the jurisdiction thereof of a state, it means you can be a citizen of that state, but you are not a citizen of the complete union.
Okay. So don't if we're applying this based off of the definition of jurisdiction under the 14th Amendment, why would they not make a specific carve out to delineate that it's a different
Sure, they
jurisdiction?
did.
Why would they
So
not
you can,
say
if
full
you,
jurisdiction?
They did. So exactly. So if you go read the arguments on Congressional Record,
I've read 'em.
when the authors put together the 14th Amendment, they are asked this question: "What does under the jurisdiction thereof mean?" And so what their answer was,
the one guy answers summonable in court, right?
yeah, it means your allegiance is only to the United States. So, and they almost use that. in the
A
14th
different
Amendment.
guy answered, you just simply need to be summonable in court, right?
No, well,
No,
no,
that
but
never
see, this
happened?
is no. So this means like, so this is why somebody who is not a citizen of the United States, they can't serve jury duty, right? They can't. Yeah. So basically, they can't join the military, right? So this is, they're not under the jurisdiction thereof; they're under partial jurisdiction. So. Yeah, so basically these two articles that I sent to Scratch here, which I hope you take the time to read them, because every time I send you something, Scratch, you never read it because you're lazy. Maybe you'll understand it more.
It feels like we're just inventing justification here. I mean, it
No,
feels like
we're
we
not.
have very, very clear understanding that jurisdiction means jurisdiction, and that we have a definition
No.
of what definition the Supreme Court used in 1982 for the term jurisdiction, but somehow because it applies to a different subsect of person for a different thing, that means that actually it needs to be under a complete jurisdiction, and that conveniently just outlines everybody but the people that I want to get rid of.
Until you read these two articles within these journals about what they wrote in regards to that matter, then maybe you'll have a better understanding. Which Scratch, I don't know if you want to send it to them,
Content
if you guys
farming.
have a Discord
Everybody,
together.
come into my live. I'm bringing all the screen. Everybody, right now. I'm making all the money. Give me right now. I'm actually running all. Right. I'm actually wait.
You
Give me your
never
money.
gift
This is me
anybody.
talking right now.
But anyways, I mean, here's the thing, guys. When it comes to Supreme Court justice opinion itself, don't get me wrong. I think they actually have the ability to get it wrong. But either way, as I know this, if somehow the Supreme Court sides with you guys of what you think it may be, I'm not going to bitch. I'm going to let it be. Even though in the Federalist Papers 10 they say that justices can be corrupted as they are men, and this is why the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. But at this point, I'm not exactly going to cause a big fuss and revolution over it, but I hope that everybody does the same when the Supreme Court shows that this has never been truly addressed.
Can I read a quote to you from US v. Wong Kim Ark, page 10?
You
about
sure
the common law applications?
You sure can.
It thus clearly appears that the law of England for the past 3 centuries, beginning before the settlement of this country and continuing to the present day, aliens, while residing in the dominions possessed by the Crown of England, were within the allegiance, the obedience, the faith, the loyalty, the protection, the power, the jurisdiction of the English sovereign.
Continue.
How it's literally saying that.
No, continue.
What? Okay, we can continue. Give me 1 second. Page 10.
Scratch,
Well,
your mic
well,
is
sure.
down. Your mic is down, Scratch.
Sure, but yeah. No, once again, I'm curious to see
Sal,
as it
thank you,
continues.
annoying, for pointing it out.
Jesus Christ, dude, shut your bitch ass up. Lower that mic right now.
No.
Are you like Vietnamese and French at the same time? That was the weirdest accent I ever heard.
He's French Canadian.
The best. The OG.
He's not. He's not
Therefore,
on the
every
front.
child born in England of alien parents was a natural born subject unless the child of the ambassador or other diplomatic agent of a foreign state or of an alien of a hostile occupation of the place where the child was born. So it seems like it outlines very clearly who is within and who isn't within. And it seems like the only qualifications that you can't have is being a member of a hostile occupation, being a diplomatic agent of a foreign state, and that looks like it's about it.
So,
which is the
when you
general
read-
understanding that we have
well,
of birthright
well,
citizenship.
hold
right
on,
now.
hold on. When you say hostile occupation or somebody who we don't have treaties with and so on, it is curious that they use that wording. So when you read what what's his name, Henry Black used, or which the other one was William C. Robinson, I believe, who from Yale, they go in detail how this is not, it doesn't pertain to the, they did not adopt the common law when it came to that. So
even though they
if you
cited
read
it directly in the case.
they're specifically addressing what the actual justice was trying to say in his opinion or ascending opinion. So, I mean,
You don't think that the
you'll have to
justice was
read it.
capable of writing that himself? We have to rely on the Black Law Dictionary in order to know what the justice was saying? We can't
Well,
just read his
the Black
opinion?
Law Dictionary wasn't actually created until a couple of years later, but that particular
relevant.
well, it's not relevant exactly, but I'm just saying it wasn't. So they weren't using Black Law's Dictionary. Is all I'm saying.
I'm not saying they were using black. I'm saying you're using the Black Law's Dictionary. now.
No. I'm no. Well, the guy, yes.
Yeah. So why are we trusting him over the Supreme Court justice? Is he not good enough at delivering his opinions?
Well, so this
It
depends,
seems pretty clear
right?
what he's
so,
trying to say.
well, when you read it, right? When you read it, his opinion based off of what was written by the actual, because I don't remember the exact wording surrounding that. I don't remember the exact wording surrounding the entire opinion as it pertains to that. So, obviously, I have to go back and
I
reread
can
the
tell you
whole
they went on
opinion,
to
but
say the same rule was in full force in all the English colonies upon this continent down to the time of the Declaration of Independence in the United States afterward, and continued to prevail under the Constitution as originally established. I can tell you that was the following
yeah,
paragraph.
yeah, but the 14th Amendment wasn't even written then.
I'm sorry, are you an originalist?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Really?
I'm saying that
You're
the
not an
authors of the
originalist?
14th. I'm saying that the well, sure, I guess I can agree that I am, but I'm saying the authors of the 14th Amendment themselves, when they were, when they were writing the 14th Amendment, this goes on to say that when they were writing, they specifically didn't use instead of under the jurisdiction thereof, they didn't just write your allegiances only to the United States because of the legal meaning behind allegiance. And so they specifically use under the jurisdiction thereof just based off of the fact that you had to at least have a father who was a U.S. citizen in order to be an actual citizen once you were born here.
We acknowledge that Trumbull and Howard said that a person is subject to the jurisdiction if he or she can be summoned by and sued in American court, or if he or she can be prosecuted criminally for actions that take place on United States soil.
No, see, once again, that's partial jurisdiction.
That's what Trumbull and Howard
again,
said subject to the jurisdiction means.
No, see, being subject to the jurisdiction, but being subject to the jurisdiction thereof is a different meaning. So when you go read their arguments, I can pull it.
Thereof is just referential to where the jurisdiction is taking place.
So why when they were asked, I'll ask you. So why when they were asked, what is the meaning of under the jurisdiction thereof in the arguments? Why would their answer be your allegiances only to the United States? So
because
if
they were
somebody
talking
is
about
here
wild
illegally,
Indians. They were talking about wild Indians, and when they followed up, they said, "Can you sue a Navajo Indian in court?"
Well,
that was their answer.
We didn't do the. Hold on. So we didn't do the Indian Tribe Act or whatever until what, the 20s or some shit. But they specifically, when they're talking about Wong Kim Ark in regards to the judge's opinion, it was based off of the Chinese Exclusion Act, is what they go on to say.
We're jumping between. You're talking.
No,
first
no,
we're talking about the original intent by the framers
I'm saying
of the 14th
the way
Amendment.
they explain what the judge's opinion had more to do with. It had more to do with the specific case, the fact that he was only giving this opportunity to Wong Kim because of the Chinese Exclusion Act. They go on to, you read the articles, and I'm happy to take a critique once you're finished reading them.
It feels like
I'm not even.
It's
seeing,
not a very good
any of
argument
the
to just
I just
tell me to go
skimmed
read.
these. I'm not even seeing any of the criticisms that you said that were in the articles here.
But I want to be clear.
You're
again.
skimming.
Real quick, I do want to make it clear that we're jumping between points. First, you said, well, if you look at the original intent of the people who framed the 14th Amendment, they said you need to be under the complete jurisdiction. And then when I say, okay, well, what they meant is like that specifically referred to wild Indians. And he said immediately after, can you sue a Navajo Indian in court? And then you said, well, if you look at the intent of the people who wrote Wong Kim Ark, well, that came way after. We need to focus on one thing.
The intent of Wong Kim Ark. No, I'm saying
you just referenced the judge's opinion in Wong Kim Ark.
Oh, sure. No, maybe I misheard you. So what I'm saying is under Wong Kim Ark, his specific case had more to do with the Chinese Exclusion Act than birthright citizenship itself.
So why would they cite the common law justifications if it was just on the grounds of the Chinese Exclusion Act?
Because the parents were permanent residents at one point of the United States, and they were here legally. So basically that's why they gave him citizenship. If they were here illegally, then that case would have been over. So for instance, we have two other cases where they were denied in the same scenario. We have Mary Devereaux, who was on a ship off the port of New York. And so she came over to New York and gave her baby or gave birth to a baby in the hospital. This was after the Wong Kim decision. And so that baby was denied citizenship. And then we also have a German guy. Hold on, let me get his name if you'd like it.
Was it ever,
who was
ever
also
challenged?
They went to
Was that-
court about his citizenship.
I'm saying, like, was it ever challenged up to SCOTUS? Was there ever a decision on that?
No, there wasn't. Not in the Devereaux case, but I believe in the other gentleman's case. Let me pull his name up. Hold on.
I feel like we can all agree that if we are going by the common law, this is fairly clear cut, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Scratch is just really bored of this boring ass debate.
Well, I'm listening, and Rayall let me debate like monetary policy, so I'm paying it back.
I love you. I love you, Scratch. I didn't even want to come up here and talk about birthright. I just wanted to ask Approach if we could schedule something for the electors talk.
Also, I'm gonna keep content stealing off of you. Your face is mine.
That's fine.
You are mine.
Based.
You are mine.
Wait. Can I review your videos on my live? Actually, though, like seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Just make
So
sure.
it was Richard
Make sure everyone knows.
Greiser.
Make sure that I credit you and
GREI.
point people in your
Can you
direction.
Can you type that in the wait real quick? Approach. Can you type that name in the chat?
Here. Yep.
And then Scratch. What did you say?
Just make sure to point people in your direction.
Yes. Make sure to point people in my direction.
Okay.
Preferably on YouTube than TikTok, because
Yeah, this
app
place
is.
sucks.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but
I'm sorry, this CCP. I'm sorry, Mao. I'm sorry, Xi Jinping. I love this app.
Wait, can I ask Approach about dog wars?
No, shut the
No,
fuck
no,
up.
you can't ask Approach about dog words. I have a question for him.
God damn it.
I don't even know what that means. I mean, I love questions.
don't
Don't
wanna
get me
know what
wrong,
that
but
means,
that's
You will love
yeah. I
this
don't think I.
question. You will.
Well, hey, I'm at 3%, so hurry up if you have another question. Pump it out.
Okay, so have you ever watched Harry Potter?
Yes.
Okay, so same concept. Like to get to Hogwarts, you have to run into the wall at the train station. So let's say
Correct.
in your bedroom right now, there's a door, a hidden door. Only you can see it. Behind that door, there's a room. In that room, there's a dog, a magic dog. The dog can be the size, the breed, the race, the gender. It's what you want, my man. My question is, what would be the minimum amount of money necessary for you to fuck that dog?
$2.
Minimum amount necessary to fuck the dog. No, I'm not sure. I know I can't. I couldn't. It would
Okay,
just go
to save your
against-
family.
It would
Will
just
you
go
do it?
against
Save
my
your
religion.
family. Okay, to save your family.
To save my family. Ugh. Yeah, you're making me sick to the stomach right now. By
The
the way, I
dog
don't
is
know if I can.
consenting. The dog consents. It's a magic dog.
I like him. I like this guy. Hold on. Okay, so let me think about this. I'm at 2% unless I can find my fucking plug. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta think about this one. 1 second. Shit. That's funny. Hold on.
Scratch.
So,
What do you think his amount will be? Let's take guesses.
So Greiser, the
I'm
Richard
thinking
Greiser
I'm like
case.
$1 million for approach.
I'm saying
Richard-
I'll game him to 100,000. I'll
The Richard
negotiate.
Greiser, just to be clear, the Richard Greiser case was decided before Wonka Mark. I believe.
Aaron, what's your amount?
What, dog wards? I don't know.
Yeah. 1 million.
Every time?
Yep.
Probably.
Okay, the dog consents 100,000.
The dog. I don't think dog. I don't
It's a
think
magic
dogs have the
dog.
capability.
It's a magic dog in a magic room.
It has like the brain of a human.
Yeah, it's like bark bark, please Rin, fuck me, bark bark.
Does it have like the ability to deploy consciousness similar
It's
to a
a
human?
magic dog. Stop fighting the hypothetical. It's
Okay, I'm
consenting.
Bro, if
all right.
it
I'm
shouldn't
plugged
be a
in. Hold
problem to
on. I'm
answer
at
if it's a magic
1%.
dog.
Don't get mad if it still ends up dying on me because TikTok has a way of just
Okay, what's
destroying
your
my
amount?
battery, anyways.
Go, show your amount.
25 million.
Okay, 1 million.
No, not even consenting.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Approach.
Even grape. 25.
Approach. I have a
Yeah.
slight bone to pick with you.
Yeah, go
Very
ahead.
slight. So, you came into my live as Scratch
Mm-hmm.
was showing. We had a little conversation. We had a conversation about the false electors, and
Yes.
you pointed me to your YouTube channel, and I watched a couple of the debates that you had on the false electors because I was curious about what the kryptonite arguments.
I only
were.
have one up
Would
there,
you like
don't
me
I?
to pull it up?
There were two. The arguments were very bad.
Wait, you mean we went through over every letter of ascertainment, every signature? How is that bad?
Correct. Because the conclusions that you were coming out of, like, I'm not going to ascribe malice, okay, but I feel like you were missing a lot of very, very important context to a lot of these claims. So if you ever want to, like, you said you had a Discord in your thing. It's broken, okay?
What?
We gotta schedule something.
Oh, here. Yeah, here's my Discord. Oh wait, here, I'll just send it to you. Give me a second.
Or if Scratch is in it, he can send it to me because I know I have him on Discord.
Oh, there
but-
you go. Scratch
Yeah,
can send it to you. But so
we gotta schedule something because
so but
it was
so when it
bad.
comes to the letters, when it comes to the objections, all they got to was Arizona, right? Because they start
Yeah.
they go A through they go in alphabetical order, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the election was certified anyways, even though there were what 12 objections.
Mm-hmm.
So so we had the argument that there were 0 fake electors, as people like to put it, within
Yes.
the federal election. When there was no fake electors
Yeah,
in the
the
actual
certificates of
federal election.
ascertainment. Sorry, not
Wait, hold
ascertainment,
on,
this
Scratch,
is-
Scratch, please. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. I need this. So
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you even believe that there were any alternate electors filed?
Well, no, alternate is different than fake. You understand? that.
I understand, but I'm saying, do you believe? Because the video that I was watching made it sound like you guys didn't even believe that the alternative electors were even sent.
Well, so when it came to the alternate electors, when they went to their respective chambers, they never actually returned to go even over the arguments because of the people in the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your question?
I'm saying, do you believe that Trump wanted to even send the alternate electors? Because the way that you were making it sound made it sound like they never even tried to send alternate electors.
Well, hold on. So there's more information coming out in regards to that soon. So I guess we'll have to get more information as it comes out. So as far as I know, Trump wanted to continue with the actual process, which is in his constitutional right to do so, but it they never fully went through the entire process of all the objections themselves.
I have a singular question, and then you can take it away, Ronald.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you read the Eastman memo approach?
Yeah, we went over it together, didn't we, on SK's live one time?
Okay, continue.
The second Eastman memo is way worse, by the way, and Donald Trump prefers one of the tactics laid out in the second Eastman memo, just to be clear. But so do you acknowledge that we have video of multiple quote unquote alternate? I believe that they were fake, but I'll even grant that they're alternate for now.
You're saying you believe they're fake, but at least I
Yes.
give you some credit for at least having some integrity behind what you said. Okay, go ahead.
Even if we grant that these are alternate electors, do we agree that
Sure.
we have footage of them, the quote unquote alternate slates, meeting in the state capitol and signing certificates of the vote?
Well, hold on. Like I said, when it came to the objections, all they heard was Arizona. They never got a chance to even get to the other objections. Is that not
I'm
true?
not talking about the objections. I'm talking about signing the certificates. We agree that that
Okay.
was done in 7 different states, right?
Out of the, what was it, 12 objections altogether?
I'm only aware of 7 alternative slates. I don't think they filed anymore. Or I don't think they tried to sign anymore.
It's been a while, so we haven't had to really debate this for a while. So yeah, I forget already myself. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. But like we have video of them literally signing the certificates, and we have PDF scans of all 7 alternative certificates that the Trump aligned electors signed. right?
Okay, go on.
Okay, because in the debates I was watching, it seemed like we were very, very hesitant to even say that Trump tried to file alternate electors.
No, you'll notice if you watch the debate to its entirety, right?
I did.
There was a concession at the end that says, well, it's not quite clear, and nobody is 10 toes down on exactly believing one scenario versus the other in that particular debate, if you don't remember.
That was too vague. I don't know what you're
Well,
talking
no,
about.
at the end, I think it was MJ who was debating at the time, and he was like, well, I can grant you that I forget exactly what he said, but he was like, I can grant you that it's a possibility, but in a sense, we truly don't know at this point.
Grant
but
that
he's
what's
like,
a possibility.
That everything went according to plan, and the entire process was complete, and he basically conceded that it could have been, but he still said that, or I forget exactly. I have to go back and watch it. It's been so long,
Well, I mean, it clearly didn't go along with the plan because Mike Pence tweeted out on January 6th that he refused to go through with the plan because he thought it was constitutional mischief.
I remember this, but at the same time, this is why, a lot of us are not Pence fans, because we don't feel like that was completely honest, because later on he admitted, what was his exact, what did he say exactly? I had to go back and see what his exact words were. I don't want to
Gaggle
botch
of
it.
lawyers or something like that.
Some
Crackpot.
shit, I forget. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
So
pull
he
it up.
basically admitted that he wasn't
Pence said
exactly
Trump and
fully
his
honest.
gaggle of crackpot lawyers asked him to literally reject votes. I think it's important that American people know what happened in the
So
debate
didn't
over
he
January 6th.
backtrack those
Pence
words
said
later?
President Trump demanded
All right, I'll
that
go
I
back.
use
I'll
my
find it.
authority as the
Yep.
vice president presiding over the court of electoral college to essentially overturn the election by returning or literally rejecting votes. I had no authority to do that.
But to be clear, I mean, he's absolutely right there. Even if he ended up recanting it later to save his political career, that's absolutely true. He had no right
Okay,
to do
wait, real quick, Rin, what is your
Yeah.
amount?
that. We'll say we're assuming human brain in a dog body.
Magic, it's a magic dog that can consent.
Magic dog doesn't answer fucking anything. It could be a magic dog
It
and
can
have the same
consent.
level of
It
consciousness.
objectively consents.
It objectively consents, then I'd probably say as much as I can get.
Minimum.
Minimum would probably be every time I probably $100.
Holy shit!
If it can consent, then
We got the
that's
number
not
one.
an
Okay,
issue.
Oh
Ren,
my
Ren,
god.
congratulations.
Number
Wait,
top
Ren.
IQ.
Yeah, you are the number one on my census. This is actually not a census, but an IQ ranking. You are the number one on the ranking.
Damn,
Congratulations.
congrats, Reynald. You're very smart, dude.
I try.
Holy shit. X is probably melting down right now. Okay, you're being way too nice, brother. Okay. God.
Okay,
No, I just want to litigate this. I just want
Holy
to litigate
shit,
this. I'm not trying to be mean.
Okay,
I'm trying
Ren,
to
I just
get
have
answers.
one question.
I want to
What
actually
breed? No, what breed?
I don't know. I don't care.
But
Is it-
okay,
Irrelevant.
so for would you rather do a Chihuahua or a Golden Retriever?
Preferably something bigger.
Well, actually,
So-
Scratch, I used to believe that it would have been an husky, a cute little husky, but after one guy said, oh, it will be a Chihuahua, and I will just use it as a flashlight. Oh, man.
Jesus Christ. To be clear, though, I'm not attracted to dogs, so I wouldn't like it. Just wanna
You're
make
just
sure
on
you
your
know.
sig-
To
I
be,
just called it
just
a
to make
Sigma
sure, I
Bronson.
totally am not attracted to dogs. Okay, guys, $100 though, just to be clear.
He's literally talking about using a fleshlight, like a Chihuahua as a fleshlight. Okay, if it's gonna help humanity, what? Wait, what's the?
Fuck me, man.
Regardless, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Fucking
I'd just be, if I'm not.
Okay.
Okay,
violent-
I actually,
actually-
you actually have to produce see
You have to come.
men.
yes.
Oh, you have to. Okay, it's not just okay.
Maybe that would go. Maybe it'd go up a little bit from 100.
Yeah, because
that's
that's only
kind of a tall
that's
order.
5
Nope,
times a
nope,
day
too
max.
late.
That's kinda
If you
difficult.
space it,
It's
that's
too
like
late.
5 times.
It's too late.
But that's like
That is
5
ki-
times. That's like 5 times a day max if you space that right.
Scratch. It's too late. I already wrote it down on the census. You can look at your own DMs.
Okay.
The cool part about the census is that I take notes in Scratch's DM, so it'll not even be on the panel, and he will just see it appear on the DM.
Yes, I will. Oh my god. So don't once it's written in there, I can't like do anything about it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Wait, so I don't even know, like, what's being contested right
I
now?
don't
Like,
fucking know.
even if
It's IQ.
no, not with dog warts, like
Oh.
with approach. Like, even if Mike Pence came out and said that he didn't have that power, I don't care. He like objectively didn't have that power. I don't care what Mike Pence says.
So maybe it's just me, but it seems like approach is with under the misunderstanding that the plan was to just go through like the regular objections that like that a senator and a congressperson can do during the electoral process, and not that
Scratch,
Mike
you
Pence
have to
was
let
gonna.
me cook.
Oh my gosh, I
agree,
can't.
I
Your
agree,
cooking is
you
so
have to let me
slow,
cook.
bro. Okay, I know
Oh
like
my- yeah, but that's what makes it better. All right,
Look,
you're just
I know-
so thirsty for dunks that you show your
I'm
hand
thirsty
way
for
too early.
dunks.
Yes, you are, and you show your hand
Okay.
way too early all the time.
Oh really? Okay,
So,
bro.
so I don't know if you know this, but he did do kind of like a retraction of his statement on that he made on the 6th, and I'll put I think something along the hold on, maybe it won't fit. Give me a second.
That's fine. I
He
mean,
did make a
even if he did,
retractment of that statement.
even if he did, it
Wait,
doesn't matter.
real.
Like, he objectively did not have the power
Sure,
to do it.
but at least what I'm saying is that even at this point, I still think we don't know, especially if he's going to retract the statement that you used in your argument just now. So,
Well, I'm not using the argument. I'm saying that we know that there was a plan and that it didn't go to plan because Mike Pence refused to go through with it. So if there was
Sure,
a
but
plan
he
to
al-
get Mike Pence to do something and he refused, then that
I'm
means
just
the
saying
plan didn't
the
go through.
the reason that you say that he went through with it anyways, because it would have been against the law or unconstitutional. That's at least what he retracted later on in the statement, which I'm trying to fit in the chat here, but it's too long.
Well, I mean, like, John Eastman even conceded that it'd be against the law.
Yeah, but Eastman could say what he wants. I'm saying that the fact that Pence actually retracted that statement later, it does say something. It doesn't say nothing.
I
But
think it
at the
says
same
nothing.
time,
So the legality of it?
this is long and gone in the past, and Trump is president now. And
last election,
if more information comes out as it's supposed to, I guess, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Well, I mean, let's be clear though. Like, if this is what I believe it to be, like an attack on our democracy, then that's a pretty fucking big deal, even if it only happened
but once
4
again,
years ago.
but you say it's attack on our democracy, and us Trump
Yes.
supporters are looking at the fact that people going in that building that day. We all know that didn't help out Trump's cause to do his constitutional right to object, the results of an election. So that right there is not unconstitutional, and we now know with the involvement, possibly incitement, of certain people there that day, the fact that you yourself, who is a pretty smart individual, you're not asking any questions or don't have any, at least, integrity to say, hey, look, there is a chance that there was some shenanigans, but I'm leaning more towards your current argument.
There wasn't.
Okay. Well,
But
see,
regardless-
then I feel that you lack integrity then.
Okay, that's fine. You can say that. I mean, I believe that we should not put the hands of the, like, determining if the election was fraudulent or not in the hands of the president. I think that there are bodies that are responsible for looking into claims of election
What do you
fraud,
mean
and
in the
none of them
hands of the
found anything
president?
other than
It
Donald
was
Trump.
never in the hands of the president. It's in charge of the states.
Exactly, and all the states found that there was no fraud.
Well, that's not actually true at all. You know
That
this.
is actually true.
No. There was plenty of there were plenty of objections, and some of them were thrown out just based off of from judges saying there was no merit. But there's still cases that are going on today, is there not?
Cases, what kind of cases?
That are
It
still
depends.
ongoing.
What kind of cases?
Objections, fraud, those type of things.
There are still lawsuits today contesting the result of the 2020 election.
There's still going on today, I believe. I could double check, but I'm pretty sure they're still going on, a couple of them.
My gut would tell me that's probably not true, because I don't even know if you
am I
could
wrong,
get
or
any...
do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what kind of
I'm
injunctive
asking
relief
Scratch.
you could get.
Scratch, do you know what I'm talking about? You're really quiet, Scratch. I'm asking you a question. Are you not listening to me?
He's muted.
Well, he's
Like
not
what?
talking. He can hear me.
You couldn't even
I
get
can look it up.
injunctive
I
relief
can look it up,
from
actually.
that.
Give me a second.
What would you even sue for? What relief would you be able to get from that? A case like that?
Well, I mean, obviously, we know that there's still people going to jail. We're finding out, people who were harvesting. Then we have, we just found a gentleman in upstate New York who wasn't even a legal citizen who was caught.
Yeah, I'm sure that there was
voting.
fraud. I'm sure there was a couple hundred cases of fraud. Yeah, sure.
But we're still, I guess it's still ongoing to the point where it may have been done on even a larger scale. So I don't know personally everything exactly. I have to go back and look it up, but there is still ongoing stuff in regards to that.
If the state investigators told the Trump campaign there was no fraud, if Trump's own DOJ said there was no fraud, if the DHS said there was no fraud, if the FBI said there was no fraud, if state speakers of the Republican Party said there's no fraud, if state governors told him there's no fraud, if his own cabinet members told him there's no fraud, if his daughter told him there's no fraud, but he just says there's fraud anyway.
Hold on a second, and I'll land it here because I got to put my daughter to bed. But hold on. So listen, not only like I said, is there still ongoing things going on, but when you use the FBI saying that there's no fraud, the fact that we already know that the intelligence apparatus was actively helping out one side of the aisle very partisanly, and even as of June 25th of last year, the last June 25th, we have letters of these agents going back and forth saying they did what they did at the time to help Vice President Biden get elected. These things right there, saying that they said that there was no fraud, means absolutely nothing to me. So when I said that there's more information coming out, I guess we'll have to wait that there's more information coming out. Until then, we'll talk later about it.
Well,
This
listen,
is- oh my God.
I would love to schedule something. I would love to schedule something. I think that right now you're basically just saying that the only person who can actually find fraud, because we can't trust DHS, we can't trust DOJ, can't trust FBI, can't trust the states. It's just the president.
like I
and we
said,
should overturn the result of the election because of the president's suspicion.
the deep state runs deep, clearly, my friend. But if in the end there's nothing,
Are you agreeing with that?
after this
Are you agreeing with
presidency,
that characterization?
then you and I we will have a talk, and I will gladly concede. So until
Wait,
then,
approach.
sir,
Are you
you
agreeing
guys
with
all
that?
have a wonderful night.
All right, I love you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay. Good night, guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go put my daughter to bed. Yeah,
Run
I'm
away
running
from the
quiet.
from the blacks. Yeah,
bitches.
run away from
Later,
the blacks.
I literally said I love you. Okay.
He doesn't like the blacks.
By the way, just to be clear, I said that the only person you can trust in certifying the election results is the president. He said, "Yeah, well, the deep state runs deep." What, like, possibly the worst answer that you could give to that? Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
actually insane.
Bro, he ran. What am I supposed to do? I. It doesn't. Listen. The thing is, well, no, he was. That's the problem. He just wasn't just going through the formal objection process. He was also going through 7 different other plans. But you have to get him to agree with step A, step B, step C, and step D before you get him to concede on step E. And you're just trying to make him feel stupid for not agreeing with E without establishing A through D. That's the problem. I agree, and I would have gotten to that if he was here longer. What do you want me to do? What was step A was getting him to at least agree that alternative electors were filed because he was disagreeing with that in the debate.
Yeah, approach is a slippery one. I've debated him numerous times on numerous panels, and you can't nail him down. He withers away.
But I need. Yeah. How convenient. It's so convenient. Like, just flip flopping like that.
Which.
Yeah.
It's possible.
want
I would still like to
about
talk to him in the
Ukraine.
future. I do think, though, listen, I'm not going to make any accusations, but I do think it's weird how in the original debate that I watched, he was very untempered with his language. He was very confident when he spoke. But when he's with somebody who actually knows a pretty decent amount about it, he's like, well, I'd have to look back into it. And, well, I don't know for sure. And, well, I don't have any receipts. And, the deep state runs deep. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Scratch. Wait, Scratch. Do you remember? Yeah. Like, remember the
What are they gonna do
Ukraine, the Ukraine-Iran thing? Like, how his logic doesn't even follow with other conflicts. Like, with Russia, it's the same logic as Nazi Germany, as Iran, but somehow, I think you can have negotiations with Russia. Like, it's even the opposite. Like, Iran signed the ceasefire that they respected. Russia will break all of them. Like, it's even worse for his argument. Russia started the war in Ukraine with the same excuse that Nazi Germany had for Poland. I should have just
No, he's completely bad faith. I've debated him before, and I've actually nailed him down on a certain topic and got him to even concede. And then a day or two later, I'll go into another live, and he's repeating the same thing that he conceded to me. And it's like, okay, so you're just completely lying bad faith now, because yeah, was that yet a couple? I don't remember when. Earlier this week sometime.
Okay, I've got work in the morning, so I gotta go to bed. But thanks for letting me up. Thanks for letting me up. Thanks for letting me confront, and feel free to watch anything that you need to watch. Okay, I always love free publicity. Okay, I love you, buddy. True. All right. Goodbye. Good night.
Good night. Should I go to man, I should go to sleep. Like, tomorrow, I'm probably buying my first house. Like, I'm so fucking stressed. I can't sleep. Yeah, I'm going to visit. Like, I do. It's basically a work colleague that has the house, and we spare in MMA. So tomorrow we have our training. What crash out? You mean my bank account will crash out? He's sleeping on the keyboard.
Slurping those 2 coins.
Fat ass fell asleep. Wait, Scratch, do you know? Do you know Andrew GD on TikTok? He's like, he has only like 15,000 followers on I think on TikTok. He does pretty good views on his lives. Like, he just debates one-on-one. I can share you his channel. Like, the last video that I checked, like his full live stream, somebody was talking about you, like giving you publicity. Yep. I just skipped randomly in the video, like because it does like 30 minutes of just talking. Yeah, the guy was just, oh yeah, you're the g- Stop begging, boy.
There you go.
One is enough to buy a watermelon these days. Fuck me. Oh, yeah, for the about Ren, I think he's a really good debater. but it just sucks. Like sometimes he doesn't know one little fact that could be so much better for his argument, so he has to go around so much, like waste 5 minutes. His debate about Ukraine with Papa Murph. Holy fucking shit! He spent 1 hour on Ukraine, like 1 fucking hour on Ukraine debating is it an United state. Like, I was so mad in the comments. I was like, just mention that the Azov battalion, the leader, when he went into politics, he didn't get a single seat. Like the National Corps doesn't have a single seat out of 400s, and the like what? Yeah, and the only far right party that has like seats in the parliament, it's the right sector. I think it has 1 or 2 seats in all of their history. Like they suck at it. Their two biggest leaders are a prime minister and a president who are both Jewish. Like I fucking hate this talking point. We know Scratch. I was once your age. I know you're just going to goon. What breed? Cheap dog. Fuck me. Like a German? A German Shepherd? Oh my god. I know which one you mean. Yeah, they're probably really comfy on the cock.
Oh, thank you.
So do you
I've,
wait?
I've seen
Hamilton,
you with,
wait.
I've seen you
Wait,
with
wait, wait,
tumblers a lot.
Hamilton,
like,
Hamilton,
coming up.
wait. Have I asked you about the census? Hamilton,
About the what?
please, one. Please, please, Scratch. Stop being anti-science.
One advice I'll give you with like approach and guys like approach is one thing they try to do is they always try to name some super obscure like reference. Like, do you even know what the 1934 doctrine of blah 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 is? And you're like, no, what are you talking about? And then they try to go like, well, I win because you don't even know what you're talking about. But then 9 times out of 10, I found that if you Google it in real time and it's like, that doesn't say that at all, or that doesn't even exist, or it actually says the opposite. And so they try to do that a lot where they just try to slip things in, hoping nobody actually either knows already what it is or that no one will actually bother to check it.
Okay, so Scratch, can I give you my French criticism? Ok, dans le fond, tu parles beaucoup trop vite des fois, fait qu'on comprend rien. Puis là, à cause de ça, là, tes interlocuteurs vont juste t'accuser que t'es vraiment pas bon, t'es qu'un esti d'épais. Donc, oh wait, that was actual French criticism. Sorry. The fuck you mean I was racist? Okay, can you give me what was that word in French? I didn't. I was okay. I'll give you my same criticism, but in English, like word for word. You are not okay. You're not like Destiny. Sometimes you speak way too fucking fast. You ain't Destiny, boy. Nope, you're black. Even though Destiny is a black woman's name, not a black boy's name.
I was just gonna say that.
Like I can still understand you most of the time, but because just of the context of the sentence. Shut the fuck up, Scratch. You speak like a Destiny fan. So So sometimes you just speak too fast, but I still can understand the argument, but word for word, like I might miss 2 or 3. So that's my first, but the actual argument, I swear to God, I'm going south and beating your ass right now. Fucking yeah.
I mean, typically normal speed, but if it's something like a long speech or lecture, or yeah, I'll speed it up to a quarter, 0.5 or whatever.
Me? Normal. Like I have to spend. I spend 10 hours a day. Fuck me. Bro. I'm working. Fuck me.
Yeah, you can listen to twice the amount of stuff, you know?
Okay, when I listen to my videos, I'm working. Like it's already hard to keep measurements in my head while listening to an argument. You whatever. Fuck you, Scratch. And you already know my other criticism, which you don't listen to because you keep falling for every fucking pivot. It's because you're black. You see a pivot, you go, oh my god, LeBron James. Oh my god, NBA basketball, dribble, 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 dribble. No, okay, Scratch. There's like 2 of. No, okay, Scratch. I used to believe that there were 2 of you, but now there's 3. There's you, there's Cringy, and then there's you, but on other panels. When you're on other panels, like because you're not on your live, you don't have the mod powers. You don't want to be seen as disrespectful. So instead of going, "What the fuck was that pivot?" Like you will try to engage with the tangent. Like you're too respectful in those debates, so you go by the tangent. What the? Why? Yeah, this one's the one. Is it the new pivot sound? No, no, the other one, like the second one that you showed. It's so fucking good. Can you just fall out of your just fall, but fall from your chair, but like twisting it, like going in circles, like fuck my pivot, my ankles. Wait, if you actually can make a sound like both like bones breaking, and you go, my ankle. Damn. Can I ask Hamilton about dog words? Hamilton, how you doing? Nah, when I'm on other panels, I just go. I'm not pivoting. Like, let's see. Yeah, I need another. I got blocked from like. Yeah, it's okay. Scratch. 90% of the time, I get blocked. They just go. Actually, you're not even from this country, so you don't have a say. Like fucking fuck me. Yeah, so what I have to do is just pretend that I'm an immigrant, and then a fucking snitcher gets on the panel and goes,